Yeah. You hear that music? Only be one thing only. The best sports talk, best talk in general around. Monday nights, 9 a.m., 9 p.m. Does it really matter? This is the Sports Goombahs. I am Cash the King. I got my chef to the left, Brendan B. Mikey the Wall, checking out stats, keeping me prepared, shaking his head no. Big-time softball player, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Sports Goombahs, and we are powered by the sportsgoombahs.com, live here from the 515 studios, Bucks County, PA. Give us a call. The smoke phone, 267-563-2893 is the Sports Goombahs hotline. Use that number, 267-563-2893. If you want to text us, you know, if like talking to us. Can't imagine why anybody wouldn't want to talk to us. First hour of Sports Goombahs is brought to you by VZI Group Insurance. It's my man, Brian Z, the legendary insurance guy. And he'll tell you everything you need to know about Obamacare. The sign-up time's coming around or something next month. I don't know what it is. Give him a call, 1-800-431-4834. That's 800-431-4834. Or check him out online at bzigroup.com. There it is. Insurance guy. My man, Brian. All right, we might as well get right to it. I mean, the Potato Head was a little bit quiet this week. The Eagles didn't give us really too much to talk about. A little Manziel chatter about some trade deals with Cleveland, some bullshit back. Could you imagine if our starting our quarterbacks were Mariota? That's Mariota's Philadelphia way of saying it. Get used to it because he's coming here. Tebow and Manziel. There was our three quarterbacks. That would, after all the dust settled, that was our quarterbacking crew.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
So where did Sanchez quit? Did he retire?
Oh, okay. He'll manage to play himself out of a job. Let's go to the phones real quick right now. Sports Goombahs, welcome to the show.
Everybody should be going to Mustard.com. It's Danny Murphy. Puts the Mets in front 3-1.
You're gonna get I knew you were calling in to blow the 8. I didn't know you were gonna call in this early. You know, especially now you're gonna give us play-by-play for the freaking Mets.
He wants to get it in so he can hang up and enjoy the rest of the show.
Listen, I look at it this way, Jeff. If you guys go 500 for the rest of the year, you had a great season, and it probably make the playoffs. You know, for the most part.
I'm looking for 94 wins this
year. You know, it's going to hit. It's going to hit a wall soon, right? Especially when they go out west.
If they go 500 the rest of the year, they're still going to win 88. So what's wrong with 94? Play 6 games over 500 the rest of the year.
Yeah, you're right. That's
not asking much.
No, especially when you consider what we thought we had there. And you're about the only one I know who thought the Mets even had a half a chance to be good this year. The only one I know. They weren't even on the radar of anybody.
Well, I knew they were going to be better than probably half of the NL East because we look at it. I thought they were second place team. Yeah, I thought it was second place team because just judging by the Phillies and the Braves, just look at it. It's blah. I mean, at best, it's blah baseball. Any game. I mean, like, God, even if you hit TBS or something. Yeah, you hit TBS, you watch these other games, and they're just as bad. I was like, oh, thank God it's not just us. They're just hard. I mean, you got to go to Midwest and California now to find some good baseball games on TV.
You got to put this in perspective. The Mets are off to their best start since they won the series in 1986. They won 108 games that year. This is a good team. This is a good team, Brendan.
I see. All right. Okay. I don't follow the Mets because tell me.
Because why would you?
Yeah, because why would I? And
my son is going to call up in a little while. He'll tell you all about the Mets. See,
all right. Who have they played so far? Give me a list of teams.
Listen. Let's stop right now. We're not on the air right now. We're not broadcasting. We're going to start. No, we're going to start. We have to start over again. All right. So I'm going to start the show again and call back in like 15 minutes. All right.
All right. If my son calls up, it'll be you'll hear the same shit from him. All right.
Gotcha. All right.
All right.
You got it.
All right. I'll see you later.
What happened here? Why can't I? What the fuck's going on? I can't get the. All right, I'm gonna. I didn't see anybody doing it, so something's wrong. Right there. That was a good intro too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not on yet. What's wrong with the show?
I know.
What's the matter? It's not on. No idea what happened. We usually do. Tech rooted I am. HPT, where are you? All right, 2 seconds. Boom. Boom. Check Sports Goombahs, see what's up. The face is up on there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're good now.
Oh.
I don't know. Now, the Wall Report.
It's me. Us. It's right now.
We're on right now. Yeah, welcome to the Sports Goombahs. A little late today, because sometimes that happens. We got preempted by technical bull. I am Cash the King. I got my chef to the left, Brendan B. This is the Sports Goombahs Show. The 515 studios here in Bucks County, PA. Give us a call, 267-563-2893 is the Sports Goombahs hotline. First hour of the show is brought to you by BZ Group Insurance. Give my man Brian a call, 1-800-431-4834. Check him out at bzigroup.com. He is your Obamacare professional. If you need to know anything about getting insurance, get involved with that kind of thing, you call my man Brian. He will take care of you 100%. 1-800-431-4834. bzigroup.com. Boys, Brendan, Mike, how you doing this week?
I've been better.
Another fine week of sports and other chaos going on. When I came in, I saw this stuff going around in Baltimore. I was looking to play the Orioles game, and I see it's postponed, and it's not because of rain. And I didn't pay attention. I had no idea what was going on there. We had another police situation out there, and everybody's rioting again.
It was after a funeral for one of the kids out there.
Jeez.
Apparently, in order to honor somebody's name anymore, you need to destroy half your neighborhood. Burn to the ground.
I don't understand. I was too busy focusing on that earthquake, Mount Everest, all that going out there. What's that city? What's it called Nepal or something like that? Kathmandu. And that's, and I saw the name of it. I'm saying, and I'm looking, it looks like that's a picture of San Francisco from back in the 1900s when they had the huge earthquake there. Look, just all the rubble and everything. That's major over there.
And did you see the cell phone video of the guy when they were at the base camp? Like, apparently there were like 4 camps up the mountain, and like camp 4, 3, and 1, the base camp, were like wiped out. Like you see the guy, and here it comes, and he's like the snow. You see the snow washing over him. It's crazy. I mean, he was lucky to survive, but
you got an earthquake that's rattling Mount Everest, and they had the other volcano going off. The Earth's making some moves right now. Mentally and physically, it looks like.
I don't get it. I don't get the whole Baltimore thing. I don't get any of this. I don't get any of this stuff.
And if I'm looking at, I understand, it's what's going on now. But the kids, it's just like young kids. I mean, kids, 14, 15-year-old kids throwing rocks at cops
because they're losers.
Yeah, it's not even parents. It's not even the adults with a protest. But I'm saying it's like a reason to go berserk for these kids. It's not right, man. I don't get it.
And funny, it's
not going to change anything.
The best.
No,
I was watching stuff. It was popping up all day, but the one I saw right before we went on the air of the show, somebody shared it on Facebook. There was one kid out there. He's got a ski mask on and causing all kinds of trouble. His mom comes down and drags him off and starts smacking him. Like your mama had to come get you and tear you away from rioting.
Yeah,
I love it. What is the end game?
That's what I don't understand either.
How do you win?
Yeah.
Is there a win?
Take that, CVS. We're burning you to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then I'll pay for you back with my taxes later. Well, they most likely don't have jobs anyway. So
the smart to me, I don't know. Maybe the smart thing is to make it known and let it get taken care of internally. Because you put the exterior pressure verbally, and you have quiet protests. You making the higher ups having to make moves.
See,
but going ahead and tearing apart a neighborhood doesn't make they have other things to worry about now, other than taking care of that situation. Like you want to investigate what happened there to find out, not have to go around now arresting hundreds of people for vandalism and burning a place down,
looting.
Right. So you're actually what you're doing is you're making it worse. You're not your protest isn't saying anything. It's just it's showing something.
Stop calling it a protest, because that's not a protest. It's called rioting and robbing, because that's all it was. A protest is this. You want to hit something. You want to make your decisions count, and your I guess your influence count. Hit people in the pocket. That's where you do money. Don't go. Hey, say we're not going to do this. We're not going to spend. 10,000 people not spending any money at once on one given day for one thing will make a dent in somebody's pocket, and it's just as powerful as burning half your block. You're burning down your own neighborhood.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm mad at you, Cash, I'm going to go smash my flat screen.
Yeah.
Why?
Anything but my flat screen.
No, my own flat screen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why'd I do that? What did I hope to gain from that?
It's showing rage is what it is. That's what they're trying to say. To just they want.
But I didn't see rage. I saw a lot of laughing. I saw a lot of destruction. I don't see rage. I don't see anything.
It's not. It's it's.
You ask half of them what they're rioting for. They probably don't even know.
Yeah,
because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, it's it's unfortunate, and that's the freaking world we live in right now, and we got to straighten stuff out around here before the world takes us, because because the science is going to take us down before we do. It looks like we don't get ourselves together, volcanoes and stuff. Yeah, things are getting weird in the past 10 years in this country, in this whole world, But anyway, that's not why we're here tonight. We're here because sports is what makes us come on the air every Monday night. And I was looking for my man Chip to help us out this week. I gave the actual Thursday phone call to Chip Potato to see what was going on. And all I got was rumors. And the rumor we got was what we were hearing 2 days ago about Johnny Manziel in a part of a deal with Cleveland and Tennessee to get that second round pick so Chip could get his boy. So what it would be? It would be Mariotto.
Nope.
Mariotti.
Mariota.
Or Yoda. I'm just going to call him Yoda when he gets here. And he is coming here. Tebow and Manziel would be our three quarterbacks. And Sanchez, well, I don't know. I guess they maybe would throw him in part of the deal, whatever's going on.
Nope.
I don't know. Like you said, you sit there and say, nope, all you want. No one really knows anything. What he's done, he's made such a circus out of this that, and you listen to people, the know-it-alls in the NFL, and you listen to them talk, everyone has a different verse. No one is on the same page. Everybody's throwing it up against the wall. It's like, and what are we, 3 days away from the draft?
Yep.
It's going to be one of the most exciting drafts in Eagle history.
You know what's funny? I think he's a brilliant. He's a genius. Chip Kelly is
absolutely.
A genius. You know why? Because he's got you thinking he's crazy enough to do almost anything right now.
He's become the NFL's P.T. Barnum. That's what he is.
Like when we talked last week on the show, and I said, at the worst, signing Tebow will cost you $700,000. I don't think his contract's even incentive land. And if he doesn't make the team, it's only going to cost you $200 something.
Yeah,
it was the most brilliant marketing job in the
country.
There's still, and just by the fact that he really said nothing this week,
yeah,
even made it like, whoa. what's going on? He's not talking now. All of a sudden, he clammed up again. He did some crazy deals like Tim Tebow and releasing, let McCoy walk away and
yeah, well, we know
everything.
Yeah, we got.
He done everything crazy now, so that you're going to see that when he does something like normal, it's just going to be like we're going to be like disappointed now.
I don't know about that. I don't know about it. I just want to get the draft over with because now we're all talking about the schedule this week came out and you hear other shows, people talking about wins and losses. How could you even decide or even make a decision on who's going to win or lose a football game when you don't even know who your quarterback's going to be at the time? And you don't even know your starting lineups. You don't even know your preseason starting lineups. You don't know anything right now. This is a shattered football team. Positions are wide open all over the place, and to have to go through a schedule like that and start picking wins and losses is ridiculous. But that's what keeps everything flowing. I guess the NFL,
Well, when you have a slow week like this, you sit there and you go, you know what? This is what we got to talk about. Who's going to win this game? Right. Theoretically. Oh, well, and then it gets even worse because, okay, well, if Tebow's starting, then it's going to be a loss. If Sanchez is
Tebow's not, that's not even a question. That's not even.
There's three different scenarios for everything.
There is no scenario with Tebow starting on this football team. If it comes down to that, he still won't play. They'll get somebody else. This guy can't play. Now, I might have talked to him last week about him coming here and this, that, and the other thing, but it's a big joke. Okay, if you're even talking about Tebow holding a football in his left hand in the backfield of the Philadelphia Eagles, it means this team is done for the year. 100% done. The joke is the joke. They want to put him out as a tailback, a split end, a tight end. Fine, let him do that. Let him return punts for crying out loud. But as far as quarterback in this football team, it ain't happening. It's a joke. Okay, he's just another player on this team that's going to fill in on the scout team, on the practice team, whatever. God forbid he gets in because it'll be a ride. It'll be a total ride if he's the quarterback.
Well, what did Sanchez say? He's signed to as a camp arm.
Listen,
he's a camp arm.
Sanchez is a camp arm. Okay, and once again, if he's the guy back there, they don't have a chance either.
Look, Mikey's real quiet. This is unlike him. And he's just shaking his head, letting him go on his rant.
I'm letting you guys go.
I want to hear.
Sanchez is obviously more than a camp arm. That's completely asinine to say. He's
okay. What did he do last year to make us other than eat cheesesteaks and win a game against Houston?
We won other games too, but
but
he dropped like 55 on Carolina, who was a playoff team.
Okay, whatever you drop, whatever he's not the player that's going to take you up the level.
No, he's not.
Right. So
he's more than a camp arm is Matt Barkley.
You know what?
And who was the guy from Delaware we had for 5 straight years who just came in every camp and we caught him? I forget his name, but those are camp arms.
Oh, I know. To me,
$3 million quarterbacks are not camp arms.
Listen, all I know is if he's in that backfield, if he's taking snaps, the team's not going anywhere. That's it. They can win a couple games, like you said. He wins against certain teams, but when it comes to him having to throw or winning a game with his arm and his ability, he's not going to be able to do it.
Well, of course, he's a backup quarterback.
Well,
any team that loses their starting quarterback.
No, that's not true. Not any team.
Yes, it is.
No, you don't lose your start. Some teams
even the Patriots lost Brady and they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to. Just because you go to your backup quarterback doesn't mean the season has to end all the time. And in this case, with this
You're
team,
right. The Panthers, who had the Cardinals, who had their amazing quarterback Lindley, who had 0 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, but he still went in the playoffs. Right, their season wasn't over. The season was over, is what I was trying to say. Even made the playoffs, it was over. No team can lose their starting quarterback and still have.
And I understand.
And they were on their third string quarterback. Let's face it, too.
And have Super Bowl aspirations. Right. It's not possible.
Right. Well, then, right. And now you have a team now who doesn't have a quarterback that can get you to the Super Bowl right now, regardless.
Along with 25 other teams.
Well, no. Other teams have quarterbacks who can play the game. Right now, we don't even know we have a quarterback who can play. Do we? Do we know we have a quarterback that can play right now? If we had to start tomorrow, is there a quarterback that's back there that you're confident in?
I like Bradford.
How do we know Bradford can play? He's been injured. We don't even know if he can take pressure on that leg. We haven't been able to see anything. No one. In fact, they're even saying he may not be ready right now.
Well, and that I was just about to say that the tagline is this: Mark Sanchez, quote unquote, Tebow signed as a camp arm while Bradford recovers. That's the key word in that sentence.
Yeah.
See, I'm more upset that he's still recovering.
Yes, I know. Right now, he should have been recovered right now. If he's recovering for this NFL season, you're not recovering right now. You've been recovering, and you're good. Yeah. You're going to stick him in. And we got 3 months till camp, 2 months till camp starts, and you got to start putting pressure and doing your thing. Well, you should be recovered now. So
actual camp starts in 4 months.
In 4 months, but they got look. He's going to start playing soon. You got to start throwing. You got to start learning the playbook, doing everything you do.
I'm sure he can throw a football.
I don't know. Have you seen him throw?
There's no because it's not the season. What do you want to do?
I mean, but there's no.
You want to watch him out back in his backyard throwing?
No one's seen him throw anything. No one's seen him.
It's not football season.
Well, you know that's not true, Mike. You know
Yes,
they play all year round. They practice. They work out. You see guys.
They had volunteer camp. Like
last week. Yeah, but you know people are showing up to the volunteer camps. Do you physically see them working out? No.
But you hear about it. You hear if a guy's looking good.
$13 million starting quarterbacks do not show up to the April voluntary workouts.
Is that what he's worth? That's what he's $13 million.
I don't care what he's worth. It's what he's making.
Yeah,
they don't show up to those. They never have. They never will.
Yeah,
this is for the guys who know they're not even going to be here.
The Eagles don't have a quarterback right now. They know it.
Well, luckily the season doesn't start for 5 months.
Yeah, well, in 5 months, this is the NFL. In 5 months, you got to start putting yourself together a team with a quarterback. They need a quarterback in this draft that's going to be the player. I don't care who it is. Right now, Sam Bradford,
So by drafting a rookie, all of a sudden we're set for life?
No, but you could be. You could start.
Yeah,
you can start
3
to build.
years.
Well, whatever. Right now, Sam Bradford's not going to listen. He's not signed to anything more than 1 year contract. That says everything, doesn't it? Doesn't it? If he's going to be your quarterback, why is he in a 1 year deal?
Because they just traded for him a month ago.
Well, then he's not your guy.
You don't immediately sign him to an extension when he's not healthy. You just said yourself he's not healthy.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, okay, so he's not the guy. He's not your quarterback. If he's not being
signed, know that yet.
If you looked at it and you brought him on this team to be the quarterback, you would have him into a 3 year deal. Okay, if you're waiting to see what he looks like to do that, well, then he's not your quarterback anyway.
No.
I'm gonna. This is a tough one because you look at it and go, there might have been a private conversation that said, "Look,
it was.
I'm taking you.
Right.
I'm taking you on. I'm gonna give you a 1 year deal. Show me something.
If you're
and
here.
I'll sign you through extension. I'll tell you what. Through 8 games, don't get hurt. Do this, and then I'll sign you, and then we'll sign you for whatever. It could have been that. Okay. It could have been a verbal agreement. You never know. Show me, and I'll pay you.
That's
but that doesn't sound like this NFL anymore.
You can't.
And that's
you
why
can't use a whole
I'm
season.
skeptical
you
about
can't use a season. Kelly can't use his 3rd season to try out a guy. To see if he works through.
But he can
games.
use his 3rd season to try out a rookie.
Yes, because here's the difference. The difference is that's the building block. If he gets his quarterback, then he gets to run with that. If he doesn't do it with Bradford now, he just screwed a whole nother season up. He's got to start again next year again. So that's the difference. He doesn't. We already talked about this. The NFL. I mean, Kelly might be in a different situation where he gets more than 5 years with this team to build something. But it's the NFL. You got to start winning it. At some point, you got to show you're a contender. You have to. It's just the way the league runs now. It's the way sports runs. Well, so you don't have time to test guys out.
In defense of that, they show that they're a contender already.
They got rid of all that. Everything they contended with, the players they were contending with, are now gone. The weapons are gone. So now there's new weapons in there. It's a difference. So not right now. If you look at this team right now, are they a contender? What are they contending for? You can't call yourself a contender if you don't have a quarterback back there. So this year they're not contenders. I don't think they are. Do you?
Yeah, of course.
You think they're Super Bowl contenders this year?
No, but they never are. They haven't been before or with Mariota, without Mariota, with Foles, with Bradford. They're not even. In no way.
I look at the NFC. I look at the NFC East now, and I know the Giants are going to be better this year.
They're NFC East contenders, of course.
Well, are they? Are they better than the Giants?
Of course
are they better than the Cowboys?
They're contenders. I didn't say they're the favorites. I said they're contenders.
Well, it's right now until I get a quarterback and who I know who's taking the snaps and how it's going to run, I can't say anything about them. It's a blind backfield right now. They got running backs. We know that unless they're taking direct snaps.
We do know that.
267-563-2893. We're live. The 515 Studios, Bucks County, PA. www.sgshow.net. Got a little late today. No big deal. We just won overtime.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. 267-563-2893. We're beefing good now. Got a lot of yelling and screaming going on here. About what? I don't know what. We just got,
about a quarterback we don't or do not have or might have.
Yeah. Quarterbacks we don't have. Anything else going on in the NFL?
No, I'm curious. I'm curious. You had mentioned the Cleveland deal. Well, I had heard a Chargers one. That's the one I had heard.
That's the one taken.
That's the one that took precedence. I thought. Yeah. I didn't hear about the Cleveland one until like late this afternoon or whatever.
Well,
Mariota.
That was just another. Yeah, that was earlier in the week.
Oh, was it? All right.
Yeah, that was early in the week. Who was that? That was going to send. Who was going to send? Phil Rivers to Tennessee.
Phil Rivers to Tennessee. Bradford to Chargers, and Eagles got married.
So you want to tell me that they're going to?
Stupid.
That's stupid. I would take Bradford and give away. No, that can't be right. That's and this is what's bouncing around. It's all junk. At the end of the day, when's the draft? Friday? Saturday? Thursday? Okay. It's going to be just like the movie Draft Day. Chip's going to give up everything he's got. First, second, third rounders, and whatever he's got to do to get that pick. I mean, he's going to sell cheerleaders. What? That doesn't really matter at this point. Whatever it takes to get his quarterback, because that's the start of his build.
I did.
He's got to have his quarterback to start this whole thing.
I mean, realistically, what pick are they?
20th.
20.
Okay. With the 20th, they'd be like the Eagles with their 20th selection send Swoop to the Oregon for the Duck.
Who the hell Swoop?
Their mascot. He's going to pick up the Duck from Oregon. That's it.
Swoop? I thought that was the basketball man's name.
Isn't it Swoop?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, the basketball. No,
the
basketball was hip hop.
Yeah.
And then it became, what do they have now? Some revolutionary. I don't even know.
Like a Ben Franklin running around down there.
Something like that. Yeah. He's got a musket, I believe.
I look at the Phillies game and watching. They got new mascots. They got a whole crew now with the Fanatic.
No, it's just
it was his birthday, dude.
Oh yeah, but they're hanging around.
No.
Oh yes, they are.
They're out of town. The Eagles are.
No. When you come back, you're going to see those extra mascots.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They're going to be here for a month.
I was there yesterday.
I heard you were there.
Yeah, I was first row on the dugout, so I had his friends right in my face.
Big crowd.
No, not at all.
As far as mascots go, it's a big crowd.
Yeah, there's a big mascot crowd. There's like 5 of them.
Yeah, but that's what they got going down there. How was the food? Better than the first time?
I didn't get anything.
You didn't get anything?
No.
What's wrong?
I'm too cheap to spend $8 on a hot dog, so I'll go for dog.
I don't blame you there.
Hot dog's $8 there?
Nah, it was for a jumbo dog was $6.75.
You get all the shit on top of it too?
We get mustard if anything.
It's mustard, yeah. I put the hot peppers and all that. I got to make something out of that thing, You can't just eat a plain hot dog.
I really wanted that the 9 burger, the 9 patty burger. I didn't get up and go. I got a bit of a sore throat, so I wasn't trying to test it then. I promise you right now, I will.
I promise you right now.
Try it at some point this year.
I promise you right now, we're going to do it head to head on this show.
Oh my.
Yeah, well,
I go down and get one, bring it back.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm a chef. I'll make one.
If you're making nine patty burgers, bring it in.
Yeah, but it's got to be the same way as it down there. You can't be doing all gourmet shit.
Yeah, I'll Google it.
Yeah, go to Google the recipe for it?
Yeah, Google the recipe.
Oh God, the recipe for a hamburger, cheese, bun.
Yeah, we got to put the.
How freaking hard is that?
I'll move the laptop and put it right here, and if you guys is talking, I'll just sit here and eat it.
Yeah, all right, we can do that.
You're gonna have to bring somebody else in because I'm gonna go head to head with them. I'm gonna beat them.
That's great. We'll just see what show at 2 used to.
We'll talk up, dripping down our faces.
That's all right. That's fine.
It's good.
That's fine. We can go. We can take the show on the road. You want to take the show down to the game and do it right there?
Of course I do.
Yeah, well, let's do that, man. You want to do that?
I'll do that.
It's not like you can't find seating.
No, I got 4 seats. I got a game down. We can put the camera right in front of the Hall of Fame. Listen, the Wi-Fi and the camera. We can the 3 or 4 of us.
You can just buy a whole section. Probably it's probably $20.
Yeah, we can do that. Put that cam right in front of us. We'll do the whole show. We'll watch the game.
Yeah, it's a nice 4-hour show. Are you insane?
We don't have to do 4 hours of show. We can just we can cut in and out. Got to keep it on the whole time. We'll do a video. Let's say we're going to do that. We're going on the show. We're going to go to this bank park and do it live from our seats. The crotch cam.
And hopefully we don't get thrown out.
Nice.
Yeah.
This guy's talking into this other guy's crotch over here.
Yeah, right.
And somebody will send that anonymous text.
My head's going right now. Something different, Something we could do. So that's all Chip gave us was rumors this week. And nothing else in the NFL really going on.
But when it comes to the draft, before you move on,
yeah.
What do you want? Do you want Mariota?
To me, I do.
The thing that was floating around there was, even though I've heard from other sources, it's no way possible, but it was Fletcher Cox, Michael Kendricks, Bradford, and 20 for 2.
Is that enough? And to me, if I'm number 2, that's not enough. I need another pick.
I think that's enough.
It depends it depends on Tennessee.
Yeah.
If they love Mariota, then no, it's not enough. But if you really truly don't care,
yeah, then that's a good.
You're getting 2 star defense players because Fletcher Cox is already one of the best D tackles in football.
Yep.
You're getting a quarterback and you're getting your draft pick anyway.
At this point,
no. Well, I forgot you're flipping Bradford to Cleveland for 19, so it's for 19 and 20. So you're getting 2 first rounders.
Here's how I look at it. I look at it like this. at some point you're gonna have to start this show over. And regardless if the Eagles are gonna have to step back before they get better. That's the bottom line here. It's gonna have to happen, and we have to have patience as fans on that. Because if they get their quarterback and they give up their defense and they give up other players or whatever, it's going to happen. They're going to step back a year, maybe 2 years. Who knows? But this is the plan. This is how you build your team. If you're going to sit here and try to win that year, it doesn't work in the NFL. Not too many the teams that do try to do that end up getting there maybe, but never really winning. You're going to have to be like the Giants and the Patriots and have organizational build teams have the organization build teams from scratch. That's the way it is. If you look at all these teams, the teams that are winning Super Bowls all have that quarterback they started with in the beginning.
Yep.
Okay, that's the way it is. The quarterback has to be there 5, 6, 10 years to become part of what that is. If you're going to go with these like, and even when McNabb was here, you saw when McNabb was here, as much as I didn't like him as a quarterback, he did have that reign through 10 years of making playoffs and championship games.
And they built the system around
and
him.
That's it. You can't.
What
they're doing now is a waste of time. So get rid of everybody. Go rock bottom if you have to, and start this thing over. Because if it goes bad for the next couple years, in 5 years it'll be getting better.
Well, the key to
and
everything.
Here's one last thing. And if you keep winning like they do, they're never going to get those draft picks. Yeah. So you need to lose a little bit.
The key thing to everything is when you take Howie's out, you knock Howie out and give him that power. You need to let him do what he hired him to do.
Right.
If you're going to do that and say, "Hey, look, we're stepping back. You do what you got to do." If he says, "I need this guy to be my guy so we can build around him," who are you? If you're Jeffrey Lurie, you have to say, go for it. Because if you don't, you're handcuffing him. You're like, okay, so now we got to look around. This is the time. If you're going to do it, you do it this one. If you think he's your guy, you take him now. Because you can't, like you said, you can't afford to wait another year. Are you going to hope that one of these 4 guys is your guy? All of which, 3 of which are proven not to be, and 1 is a big question mark.
Right.
So now, and like you said, 1-year deal. You're going to sit there and wait another year to see if this guy develop out. Whereas, okay, you start with a new guy and you grow with it.
Well, that's what I've been saying. I understand. Like that would stay. Okay, that's obviously. And is that deal worth it for Tennessee? You might be right.
It depends.
If they don't need a quarterback and they want to bolster up the defense real well, there it is. There it is.
Because the thing, you got to think, if they don't want Mariota, the next best players are both defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not better than Fletcher Cox, to be honest. So why not take?
Who's your quarterback, Tennessee?
Mettenberger.
And they sold on him. I mean,
they said they were a couple months ago, but now it's.
And who's their coaches?
Fisher.
No.
Fisher
hasn't been. This is St. Louis.
Yes.
Yeah.
We asked him who the coach is.
Yeah, the coach, and he runs that typical.
Was it Wisenhunt?
Wisenheim, right? And he doesn't run that, anything like Kelly's running. Mm-hmm. So they don't know if he runs a pocket run left, run right, pocket quarterback type thing, and he's not. That's not his quarterback. But you got to think about if they need a quarterback, you got to kick the best guy out there, and of course they're not getting number 1. So that's not going to be there. And I don't think the number 1 pick is the move either. I think he's trouble.
No, I mean, that's a person I'd much rather just stay at 20. Take a receiver, stay at 20.
Well,
stay the course.
Wait, the Eagles stay the course.
Yeah.
And then what do you do for your quarterback? You just
like I said before, I told you, I'm a Bradford fan.
All right, let's go to the phones. Let's see who's Sports Goombahs, welcome to the show. Hello.
Hey, what's on, Cashy? It's Dante. How are you?
Who's it? Who's this?
It's Dante.
Oh, what's up, Dave? What's going on?
How you doing, all right?
Yeah, we're doing what we do, because it's what we do.
I hear you. I heard you guys were talking about Mariota and the whole thing with the trading and the Eagles and all that going on. I wanted to call in and talk about that.
Okay.
I was just wondering, I mean, obviously Mariota is only a good quarterback in the system that Chip Kelly has.
Correct.
So, now, if Chip Kelly falls on his face with everything that goes on and say he gets fired, now you're giving up so much to get this one quarterback. Now it's only going to drop the Eagles back how many more years, more than it already is alone, because I don't think Mariota is anything good to especially go that high in the draft. I really don't believe that he is anything to chase, personally. But if he wants to do that for his system and wants to do it that way, that's fine. But if all fails, now you're losing so much. And then where do you go from there with now a new coach who's not going to have that shitty, crazy, dumb offense that he runs? And then what do you do? Now where do you go?
I think you're right when you say that the value of him is way over hot. I think it's the only reason it's like that is because that's the type of draft it is. I mean, his quarterback value, Chip doesn't need a superstar quarterback back there. He needs someone who can run the offense. His offense is all about all the other weapons and what they're doing. He doesn't need that superstar pocket quarterback, obviously, for what he's doing. So the value of Mariota is what it is. You know what I mean? It's the value. You're right. I think the value has been blown up by the fact that there's nothing else better in the draft as far as quarterbacks are concerned, especially when there's certain teams that need a quarterback. But you're right. I think
you're 100% right, and that's the thing too. Now the Eagles are going out and scoring 35 points a game, and no one's really stopping them, which is great.
Right.
But they're not stopping anyone.
Correct.
So now you're going to take Fletcher Cox, who's one of the top players in the defensive line in the NFL. You're going to start giving away some of your defensive guys to now get Mariota to score the same amount of points and then not stop anyone again.
Right, and I don't see and the other quarterbacks that Chip has right now, they're not the style that he wants anyway. If you look at it, you know what I mean? None of them are what he wants, and so if he puts Bradford back there, he's in the same position he was with Foles. He doesn't have a quarterback who can run that fake or make anybody bite on the fact that the quarterback's running to the left while everybody's going right, and no one's going to bite on him. That's the whole idea. That's why you need that type of quarterback for that one specific type of a play. I mean, how many times do we see Foles rolling or Sanchez rolling out without the ball as a fake? No one was buying it. The camera wasn't even buying it. You know what I mean?
I will say, I do agree with you on the one. I mean, the difference of what you're gaining from a Bradford to Mariota is not enough to what you're losing from losing Cox and Kendrick. Right. I do agree with that. But I also at the same time, I think if you do get Mariota, you're not like fully. Kelly's not going anywhere. He's not, and like you're talking about, if he gets fired, then you're stuck with Mariota and no system. They're linked together. They will be together. If like one Reed goes, if one goes, the other goes. So I think if they do somehow get Mariota, you're going to see Chip here for a long time, as long as Mariota's here.
Now, you don't think this is just a passing through for a little bit, and then obviously him to go back into college and go where he feels, I guess, it's his safe.
You know what?
Route.
That only goes by the success. How much success he has. If it goes bad for him, of course he's going to try to get out and go back to where he's comfortable. Whether it's another NFL team or back to if he wins Super Bowls, well then no, he's going to stick around and wait for the next best offer. And that's what happens. I mean, but and of
all places, Philadelphia, no one waits around.
Right.
Nobody waits around for someone not to be successful. I mean, obviously his first year he gets to the playoffs, but he loses at home against one of the worst road teams in the NFL, and then also now takes the biggest shit this past season and misses the playoffs and lets the Cowboys make the division, win the division, and go to the playoffs. So, I mean, obviously, it gets to a point now, too, where I understand that, you may think that he's staying here for a while and he's not going anywhere, but the way things are going, not too many people are going to wait around for this kind of craziness. If it was the Sixers, people will wait for years because they don't give a too much about them right now.
So purposely beeped?
I know, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Eagle fans won't wait half a season.
Yeah, but they are more impatient. But where you're going, there's nowhere to go. You're not going to not watch. Not going to not go. They'll still be sold out every day. Just because they'll be upset and angry,
right.
They're still going to be there.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I said, with the Sixers, if you piss off a Sixers fan, they'll go to they'll start averaging 5,000 a game, and it'll get ugly and empty. But the link will always be packed no matter what happens.
Yep. That's one thing about football in this town. It
doesn't matter what you do, really.
Yeah, it's not a matter on the field. It's the gathering. Yeah. It's the Sunday gathering. This week we've not done too many Sundays. Evidently, they're getting chopped away from the Sundays. Those games. How many home games did they have on a Sunday this year? I think 3 of them.
I didn't really look at it in detail, but I know it's a lot of night games.
Well, look at it like this too. how much did they put up with Andy Reid at the end?
And he was as frustrating as it got.
Yeah.
Yes,
He was frustrating when they were winning.
He's not as sexy as Mariota. I mean, as sexy as Chip either. Like, there's no story there. Reid was just boring, and
Well,
it's my fault. I'm sorry.
Well, Andy Reid was the reason why this team, basically why this team didn't win Super Bowls. Him and McNabb together could never get to that point. That the hump of going against the next best team in football at that time. You know what I mean? With those championship games, the pressure. They weren't pressure. And you'll find out, and Doctor, you can see, as you can find out at being a Kansas City Chief fan, what happens when Reid gets in pressure games. And he goes down the drain.
I completely understand it. But believe me, you're heroes. You guys, but the whole thing with Andy Reid, I mean, he was not when he was in Philadelphia. Obviously, the things he did, the way he was, nobody liked it, this and that, whatever. But when it came down to, as a head coach, you never heard people complain about playing for him,
right?
Like people are with Chip Kelly right now, and bashing him, and now bashing the Eagles. Whether Sean McCoy left or whoever's on the team, that never happened with Andy Reid.
That's very true.
He always fought with you,
yep.
and he always fought for you, and he always blamed himself, no matter whose fault it was.
Sometimes that was his. He was at fault with that. He would ride with somebody too long. Right, it's like, okay, we get rid of this guy. He's not working, but it's my boy. It's my boy. I mean, he obviously didn't say that, but Reid was a very. I mean, obviously, I'm not there, but
loyal to
from what it seems like is he's very, he's very loyal and he sticks to his guys. It's like you never heard somebody after they left say like, "Oh man, Reid was awful and I hated my time there." It never happened, but that's what I mean. Then you see when he goes to Kansas City, and then next Jason Avant is there, and all the people. If he loves you, he loves you.
Yeah. There's also money too.
You got a job for life if Reid likes you.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. You're gonna have to suffer in Kansas City for a little bit before his time's up there. I don't see Super Bowl in that town either. I just don't think he's a Super Bowl coach. I don't think he has that. You got to be able to adjust, and that's one thing he does not. He is not able to do adjust.
How often do we see him?
He never adjusts. He never adjusts on the go. He literally here's the game plan, and he doesn't go away from it. Right.
And that's not win. Right, that doesn't win in the NFL anymore.
How much passion did you see out of the guy either? At least I see more. Maybe it's just me. I want something exciting. I don't want to see him just frumpy on the sidelines. I didn't want that. So when we got Chip, to me it was exciting because I saw a guy moving around.
I mean,
moving around and like yelling and screaming.
Here's the thing. Kelly loves this. This is he didn't get at Oregon. He didn't get this. He was known in the college ranks. But what he is now is he's almost the face of the NFL right now. Everything goes around what he does. He burps and they have report on it. Who's Jerry Jones? I don't even hear about him anymore.
Chip Kelly is literally the Andy Reid in college. He won every game except for the big one.
Yeah, but Reid failed over 12 years. Kelly failed over 4? He wasn't there that long.
Right. Yeah. He's an innovator, and it's what he's gonna push out what he has here in the NFL in the time that he's here, and he opened his way of football wins, because if it does, people will follow suit, because that's how the NFL works.
I'm throwing it out there. Chiefs win the AFC West this year. Just so you all know that.
Duly noted, man.
Such tough competition, by the way. You have,
I was going to say
75-year-old Peyton Manning, the Raiders and Chargers.
75-year-old Peyton Manning. Now he's down to that.
75-year-old injured Peyton Manning.
I don't care if all 3 teams forfeit. We win the
I hear you. Hey, D, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Anytime.
Thank you guys so much. Take care. Boom City.
That's our softball team. We got a game tomorrow.
I hear you. That's funny.
By the way, I was looking up Chip Kelly, and I was right. He was only there for 4 years. He went to a BCS game all 4 years. I mean, he went to one title game, but I mean, like I said, it's not like he failed over a 10, 15-year stretch.
Right.
He was there every time. I'm pretty sure if you gave him another 4 or 5 years, he's gonna win at least 1 or 2 national titles if he stayed at Oregon.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not. You can't put him in the Reid.
Might have done it this year.
Yeah, he might have done this. Exactly.
He might have been what they needed to win it this year. But all right, let's get a break here. It's 9:51. Oh wait, we were on late. I was going to say that was a fast
only 9
freaking
minutes
out.
though.
Yeah, 9 minutes, whatever. You know, that's once again the material comes from the chipster, man. Good, bad, or difference. I'm Cash King. I got my chef to left, Brendan B. Sports Goombahs. We'll be back in a couple. Hi, Cash King from Sports Goombahs. Listen, shop 344tees.com for your favorite men's, women's, kids apparel. T-shirts, hoodies, sweats, and more for every name brand available. My man Larry Gilman will take care of all your printing and embroidery needs. Whether it's for business, sports, organizations, or maybe you're just opening up a pizzeria. 344tees.com will get it done. Call now, 844-542-2774. That's 844-542-2774. Their customer apparel marketing team are available not just to only give you the product you need, but give you the support and custom service that best matches your goal and budgets. Call 844-542-2774. That's 344tees.com.
BZI Group Inc. for your individual and small group health insurance needs. BZI offers free, instant online insurance quotes and applications from major health insurance carriers. The BZI Group is dedicated to a no-nonsense approach to health insurance. They focus on giving you the insurance you need in a timely and cooperative manner. Whether you're looking for individual and family, group, seniors, life, or long-term coverage, BZI can help. For additional information or to speak with an insurance expert, call 1-800-431-4834 or email them at www.bzigroup.com.
Stop paying your bookie each week and start collecting. They have the best handicappers in the world, all in one place. And their only job is to win you money. Check Jeff Brandy's and all the experts at trendbetting.com. Trend betting theory is simple. Trends dominate in sports, and you will win in the long run by following the dominant trend. You will lose in the long run if you buck the dominant trend. Simple enough. That's trendbetting.com.
When you need a good roof over your head, call Seal Roofing. They've been keeping folks warm and dry for many years now and are proud of their work. Seal Roofing and Contracting does it all, whether you need simple repairs before the next big rainy season or a whole new roof. Maybe you need new siding or windows. You can be certain that when you hire Seal Roofing, you're hiring the best. Available 7 days a week with 24-hour emergency service and free estimates. Call 215-533-4066. That's 215-533-4066 or visit sealroofing.net.
Hey, yo, Cassie, what are you doing?
I got plumbing problems here. I can't get the water to go down the drain. What am I going to do?
Call Guaranteed Plumbing, 215-342-7200 for all your plumbing needs. Serving the Philadelphia area and the greater Delaware Valley.
What was that phone number again?
215-342-7200.
Oh, yeah, oh. Cassidy King here, Sports Goombahs. Chef to the left, Brendan B. With the wall. Texting. Hey, Dave, how's the show going? How we doing? How do I sound? How do I look?
Why is my voice so high?
That's her talking.
Why would she ask how it looks then?
I don't know. God, it's very analytical, man. You can't get away with nothing with this guy.
No.
That's the younger generation. Always checking out stuff. Like my daughter, can't talk to her at all. I'm just picking out words. You make a mistake, boom, they're right on you. You don't get no latitude for being 50 some odd years old.
You remember what it was like when you finally got to take on your old man or your mom and win an argument?
Listen, I gotta tell you, this is the first week. I got this machine at home. You ever get CPAP? You ever hear them things helping you breathe?
Yeah.
What?
Apnea.
A CPAP machine. I got sleep apnea. I know.
The Darth Vader?
Yeah.
mask?
Well, the line's not that bad. I got the less intrusive one. I haven't slept in 20 years, really.
You haven't slept.
It don't sound like that. But anyway, haven't what?
You said you haven't slept.
I haven't slept in 20 years. Yeah, really had a decent sleep, and even when I do sleep, it's that rotten stuff. So anyway, they give me this machine. So I've been trying to battle this thing for a week now, and I think today, like the other night, I finally, got over the hump. Slept last yesterday.
I am your Cashy the King.
It ain't like that though. It's not that kind of machine. It's like very unintrusive. I don't know why I'm even bringing this up.
I don't know why you're not wearing it right now. Is my question.
Well, I'm thinking of one of the shows I might wear it because it's it'll affect the sound of my voice. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not wearing it. So I'm not sleeping as well.
What is it? Got helium in it? Does you sound like Mikey?
Yeah, if you're gonna bring that up, you gotta bring it. You gotta put it down and put it on it now.
Well, maybe I'll put a picture up on the website. Right? That'll make everybody happy.
Yeah. Picture of you in a mask will make anybody happy.
There you go.
More of his face is covered, the better.
The funny guys.
I haven't been able to stay awake in 20 years. I fall asleep as soon as I lay
lucky,
down,
you get old and the pressure comes in, boom, takes you right out. Speaking of pressure, you've got a new sponsor. You know what? You ever have a problem in your house with electric or surveillance? Like, remember what happened here? We got SWAT at that time.
Yeah.
The police were all over the place. Well, I hired this company called Beacon. Okay, they specialize in electrical work, fishing wires. And you know how hard it is to fish wires. Yes. Sometimes these guys are the best. In fact, they taught me years ago. I know this guy, Beacon Systems, 215-400-1151. And what they're doing now is he's specializing now in surveillance, house surveillance, cameras out inside. Big deal. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple put in here so while I'm in the studio, I can see what's going on around the Goombah compound while we're producing.
That's because Vic isn't doing her job.
Vic isn't. She's too busy eating over there.
She's always eating.
I got 35 cops around the house, and the dog's chewing away, and the coon don't even know what's going on out there. What kind of watchdog is that? Vic, rotten dog. What are you gonna do with it? Anyway, give my man Joe a call. 215-400-1151. Email at beacon11joe@aol.com. If you don't like to talk on the phone, because basically no one talks on the phone anymore. At Beacon System Inc. 215-400-1151. Tell them the Sports Goombahs send you anything electric you need done in your house, any wiring, surveillance systems. This is your guy, my man Joe. All right. Speaking of surveillance, last week I surveyed the MLB.
Oh, boy, that was a hard segue there, wasn't it?
I surveyed the MLB here and managed to go. Where did you go? 1-1-1 last week. No, 2-1-1.
Way to go, Lewis and Clark. 2-1-1
last week in picks. And this is the pick session. And, of course, the pick session is brought to you by our gang at Auto Magic Car Care. You can check them out at automagiccarcare.com or give them a call at 215-322-2561. Matty Lynn and Mikey Primo shining out cars because they do it like
nobody else.
That's right.
I was ready for that one.
Actually, I think I saw on the Facebook they did have a car that was under 20
Oh my
G's.
God!
Yeah, it looked like somebody had a
normal folk.
Looked like a Camry.
I'm actually gonna send mine over within the next week or so.
Yeah,
I'm the old due. Civic.
I'm due.
So I'll be on that list. I'll probably the worst car they've ever done.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll video your car getting done.
Yeah. I'll drop it off and be like, what is this? Is this a car?
They're using the use shams on your car. You're not gonna dirty anything nice. That's funny. That's Auto Magic Car Care. Check them out 215-322-2561 at automagiccarcare.com.
They'll make my Civic look like a
That's
Mercedes.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Last week, like I said, we were 2-1-1. I nailed a couple games. Of course, I had Kansas City over Minnesota MLB on last Tuesday night. And as you follow me, you'll know that the Dow Jones this year is Kansas City Royals. Took a little beating this weekend. They lost a suspended game, and then they lost the game afterwards yesterday.
They gave a beating too, right?
Yeah, they've been giving. Last week they gave a couple beatings. They're the new Broad Street Bullies of baseball. But I like that because they're young and they ain't taking no shit off anybody, and they're winning baseball games. And I had them last week, and I'll have them tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. Well, I'm always on Kansas City. It's what you have to do. But sometimes I'll pinpoint games for them. Okay. And last week against Minnesota was they won 6-5, but it was still a win.
What's the old story in baseball? They're too young to know that they're not supposed to win.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The other game I had New York and Detroit was the over 9. Well, that was a loser, 2-1. Two rotten pitchers there, both pitched well. So the other, the one I had for sure was the Baltimore-Toronto game, over 8.5. Toronto won 13-6. Okay, three touchdowns in this game, all miss extra points. But that's the kind of games Toronto are playing right now. They're a high-scoring baseball team. Not every night, but most of the nights. I like that one last week. I also I had Nashville was at Chicago and I did over 5. That was also last Tuesday night, and that pushed. Right now, Chicago. They're done. Nashville's done. Laviette,
42.
Great
series.
season by Nashville that I saw,
and a great series too. That could have gone either way. I mean, it was tight games. I loved it.
And I was on Nashville all year. They were my Dow Jones hockey team. And at one point, I said that they hit the deck when that Minnesota game. Things turned, and then it came back towards the end of the season, won a few games, but they never looked like they did after that Minnesota game. That was a bad week for them, and things changed for them, and that's what happened. And what happens? They ran into Chicago, who I said a few weeks back, watch out for this team. They're healthy now, and they're going to
run. They hit a groove right at the right time, and they're going to put what they're in the next round. That's going to be. We talked about how good that series is. We talked about how good the series is right now with the Caps and the Isles. Caps just took a lead, I think.
Yeah, but, 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. But Daddy got power play.
Yeah,
I have it. I'm looking at Chicago and the Rangers in Stanley Cup. That's what I think. Let's go to the phones. Sports Goombahs, welcome to the show.
Hey. Hello there. My name is George Brandeis. I'm the son of Jeffrey Brandeis.
Oh,
son of a legend.
Oh, he's son of a legend. Yeah, he's sitting in the second team, huh?
Yes. At his encouragement, I was nudged to come on and speak with you.
Yeah.
I heard you guys are speaking baseball, so I figured I'd take the opportunity to throw my 2 cents in.
We're actually in the pick session now. We were giving out our plays for the week, but that's okay. What are you going to talk Mets too? I got to hear.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah. That's all I watch, honestly. Being a New Yorker, of course, I got to be loyal to my New York Mets.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everybody loves a winner for now.
For now, I mean, come on. Even if they go 500, come on, look at the numbers.
Yeah, I know.
500. If they go 500, they're pretty much a shoo-in. I think I heard the number is 86 wins if they go 500 from here on out. So,
yeah.
I mean, talk all the smack you want. They're already set. They've already set their destiny.
Well, but 500 for the Mets is still still above average per usual.
We had talked about it before on a show with, I guess, your father, but we had all known that. Look, the Mets were going to probably be second. Right. In this division, not out of a chance for a wild card, but they're going to be like 12 games back from the Nationals,
right? At least,
and because and I will bow, you're definitely better than Philly, and you're definitely better than the Braves.
Well,
but
absolutely,
yeah, but it's still I said, it's still early. 500 is hard. It's hard in baseball anymore. Not many teams. If you go back and look at the winning percentages at the end of the season. There's not many teams that we had talked about it before, I think, at the old station. If you get to like 580, you're in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, I mean, that's slightly better than 50% of your whole season. So it's not, 500's hard. So we'll see. It's still early, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people downplay the early advantage, but I mean, the numbers are the numbers and the statistics are the statistics. I mean, go look at Fangraphs.com. I mean, not only have we have beat the teams we need to beat, and we've exceeded the projections. So we've already positioned ourselves at a point where we have to play exceptionally terrible for the rest of the year. We have to play fucking horrible.
Oh, wait a second. We're talking. We're in the first. We're the first.
There's 142 games
left. Yeah, I mean, you guys okay. The rah-rah's enough. Like, I understand.
No, it's not rah-rah. It's numbers, man. 15-5. It's 15-5.
It is. It's a very good start.
Yeah, it's a kind of start. I understand. It's a kind of start where you don't have to play that well for the rest of the way. You can just play 500 ball and still get in the playoffs. But it's all, getting to the playoffs is one thing, but you want to make sure you have, you got
to watch that too.
Yeah.
You know, also,
yeah.
What about wasn't there another Mets team that was up like 15 games?
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying, if we're going to go by numbers and stats and history, wasn't there another Mets team that was up 15 plus games?
Yeah.
That was in the 60s, was it? And then, oh, wait a minute. There's a second precedent too. I mean, I was never a big J-Ro fan, but didn't he say something too?
Yeah, they caught them.
Okay, so that's why I don't talk smack. I don't have to.
I'm not talking smack. I'm not really trying to talk smack. I'm just trying to talk the numbers. I'm just really talking the numbers, and like people are really downplaying the start, but the start
actually,
is legit.
great start.
Actually,
significant.
No one here is downplaying the start.
10-0 at home.
What we're downplaying is that Jeff came in and we didn't know if he was serious or not about the Mets, because him and I always talk New York sports and things like that, Mets, Jets, and Giants, all that stuff. And he was like, "Oh, you watch the Mets," and he said it laughingly. I don't even think he knew they were going to be this good on the start. I don't think he did.
Nobody
not for best record in baseball.
Right.
Nobody thought they were going to be this good.
Well,
but there were indicators that people I think were downplaying, and to have two dominant starters. I mean, go around the league. How many teams have two legitimate starters? I mean,
very few.
The Dodgers with Kershaw,
Dodgers, Detroit,
Washington.
The Giants, like who are you looking at?
Yeah, Detroit and Washington.
Haven't even done what they're supposed to do, though.
Yeah.
Those pitchers haven't even earned their money right now.
Well, like I said, like we said, it's early, but it's not a matter. You make the playoffs is one thing. I mean, you just got to be able to, you can't just. Well, I don't know what to say at this point with baseball. You just don't know. I mean, you start out winning many games, and you only need to go 500 to have a 580 season. That makes the playoffs in baseball. That's true. I mean, we saw it happen. We saw it happen with the Phillies in '93. They came out and they were 24 and 7 or something like that, and then they played mediocre for the rest of the season, and they still made the playoffs and then the World Series after that. But that's what could happen.
Yeah. And you see the flip too. I mean, you've watched many times where Oakland has started off terribly,
right,
and then they go on an insanely hot run in the second half, and do their, kind of choke in the playoffs. But it does flip. It's that. Like just getting to the playoffs is all you. Once you're in the playoffs, it's a friggin' crapshoot in baseball.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
You just gotta get there. You gotta get there though, and the Mets have a chance to get there, and that's big.
This is the year. I mean, if there's ever going to be a year for the Mets to get to the world, get there. This is the year.
Yeah,
Atlanta's not good. We're not good. Miami's not good.
The road is paved for it.
Look at San Fran, what they've done. All they've had is some stud pitchers and shitty-ass offense, and they've done it.
Yep.
They've done it with some stud-ass pitchers. I mean, Bumgarner stepped up, Kane stepped up in the past.
That's how it gets done, man.
About it.
Yep.
Harvey and DeGrom could be our dudes this year, That's all it might take, and defense.
Yeah, well, listen, I hope it does. I hope the Mets do play well. I mean, it's good for us.
If the Phillies aren't going to go, obviously, because they're not going to. Honestly, if any other team, I like the Mets.
Yeah,
and I like them as a team better than any other one. So,
it's hard not to root for them. They're young. They're exciting. They're not
it's easy not to. When you're from Philly, it's easy not to root for the Mets. It's in our blood. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in. Anytime, all right?
Hey, it was fun.
Yeah, you got it,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate it. Take care. Yeah, Jeff sending in the troops after us.
It's like one of those sci-fi movies. So from the 70s, Son of Brandy's,
Son of
Brandy's.
Where was I? I was in the midst of making everybody.
I will say, by the way, you know who else is in first place? This is how early in the season we are. The Astros are in first place.
Yeah, well, I saw that. Yeah, they're playing good ball. But you're right. It's when the dust settles, it'll settle. That's for sure. Okay, last week, so we were 2-1-1 last week. We had we just saw the Islanders just lost to freaking Washington. It makes me want to puke. I gotta see Ovechkin.
That's the one player.
Yeah, look at him skating around there like he's the man. He makes me sick as a hockey player. Don't worry, the next round are done anyway. It doesn't matter. Washington.
Keep in mind, for those of you who aren't watching, Ovechkin just skated over to a teammate and gave him a hug. That was in your mind. That was him skating around like he's the man. Yeah. He just gave a teammate a hug. That's our Game 7 win. When Casper was as a bad guy there.
He's a bad guy.
If he was fist pumping, then you got a good case there, but he wasn't. He just skated over. Team had a quiet hug.
He just messed with me. Just did it in the background now.
Anyway, let's get to my plays this week so we can move on. All right, so I don't have a whole lot this week. I didn't see stuff that really shot out at me. Tomorrow night, the Phillies are in St. Louis again, which they are tonight. The under and over this one is 7. I like this game because they got I don't know who's in pitch. I know they got a new pitcher coming out tomorrow.
Do we?
Do we?
Is that you said we do?
Oh yeah.
No, that's not his name.
JJ Dewey.
That's not his name.
See, starting for the Phillies tomorrow, man. There's Salazar say or something like that. I don't know what his name is. Anyway, if the Phillies are throwing out a rookie pitcher tomorrow against St. Louis, it's a bad deal.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez?
Is it Severino?
Severino, that's it. Yeah,
I like him. He's actually really good.
All right. Well, anyway, the under and over in this game is 7. I like that one. I like St. Louis to score some runs tomorrow. Phillies maybe 1 or 2 if they can manage it. I think the side total, this one's going to be a 3.5, 4. I like St. Louis in that. It's like St. Louis, like the over in the game, and St. Louis the 3.5, 4 runs side total. It's got 2 plays on that one. The other game I like is anytime I see an ex-Philly pitching someplace, like in Colorado, I got Kendricks going against Brady in Arizona. So it's Colorado at Arizona tomorrow night. Like Arizona, the over 4.5 on this one. Okay, I think Kyle Kendricks is a Fugazi, and
he's an ace.
Yeah, he's an ace. He's their ace pitcher there.
He's an ace. He's open day starter. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna give up some runs tomorrow. That's for sure. I like I like Arizona for the game too, but mostly I like the 4.5. Take the Arizona to the over 4.5. Not sure what that might be. I know the game total itself is sitting on 8, so I'm thinking the 4.5 might be the Arizona play tomorrow. Check that. So I have 2 plays there. That's all I really like. Of course, I'm on Kansas City tomorrow. Like I'm on Kansas City every day. That's just the way it goes. The Dow Jones Royals, as long as they're not fighting other teams or playing ball, they won tonight again, and that's the best team in baseball right now. I don't care what the Mets say. Kansas City's the team. They showed it last year, and this year they're going to go the whole distance on it. I'm going to take it to the boxing this week. We got the Pacquiao, Schmendrick fight.
What's the official line on that?
Schmendrick?
I don't even know. I didn't even look at that. I'm so disgusted with this fight that I don't even care. And the only reason I'm talking about it is because it's in the know right now. I want Pacquiao to beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay? So do I.
Pulverize him.
So do I.
It's what I want. I couldn't care less one way or another, but it's, enough already. I mean, neither of them should be fighting this fight right now. And it's a 7-year-old fight. Okay, and because we're all sheep to this stuff, and the money that's flying back and forth for this fight for people to go see it. What $35,000 tickets they have, $3,900 tickets at the top. It's like
maybe there's listed between these minus 215 to 300, somewhere in that range.
Nah, I think
it's a big favorite.
Yeah, and that's why I like Pacquiao. I think this is going to be an upside down type of situation. Something weird's going down on this thing.
Is there a way?
Saturday night.
I mean, I'm sure you can. Obviously, I don't bet
they
boxing,
might parachute somebody into the place, or something crazy is going to happen.
Can you put your life savings on the fact that it's going to go the distance? Because boxing doesn't have knockouts anymore.
I don't think these two can knock each other out. They can beat each other up.
Nobody in boxing can anymore.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen.
That's why it's the worst sport ever.
It's funny. I was going to get into this a little bit, but we had a heavyweight title fight on Saturday night,
and nobody
knew about it. And it was a little blurb on ESPN, and that's how I knew about it.
It's Klitschko's.
The Klitschko's are still running. This got to be a 10-year run for these guys already.
What? It's because they won't fight each other, right?
What, are they both champs on different divisions? I don't even know.
So.
No, they got to be the same division. There's no way they're twins, right? Are they not twins?
They weren't twins. No, they weren't twins.
They look like it.
I guess the one who won is Vladimir. He's the one that keeps winning the title.
Vladimir's a better one.
He beat this guy Jennings, who is a decent fighter, but not a heavyweight contender. Well, I don't even know what a heavyweight contender is anymore. You don't hear about him. Nobody talks about him.
This is where when we were growing up in the 80s and the 90s.
It was all about the heavyweight.
You knew who. Look, I didn't watch boxing. My father-in-law watched it, and that's how I knew. That's how I know about Pacquiao. All right.
That's
what he calls Pacquiao.
Why does he keep doing that?
I don't know.
Because my father-in-law said it like that because he couldn't hear that well.
Okay.
But so I would always come home from work. It was always Friday night. I would see the fights either at HBO on or whatever, and I would watch it. I would sit there and watch it, have a sandwich, watch the fights with him, and that's how I knew about him. I think just on sheer ability, he's going to beat him.
Pacquiao?
He's going to beat him.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm sure.
Oh, I can't with this type of fight. I'm not sure about anything. To me, like I said, there's gonna be some chaos in this thing, one way or another. This isn't gonna be two guys coming out pounding each other for 12 rounds. I'm surprised they're going 12 and not 10 now.
For the record, Klitschko's been heavyweight champion since 2006.
Yeah,
10-year run. Yeah, pretty much
sick.
Close. Yeah.
I mean, I know.
Is he the unified champion? Is it all
he's
three?
Everything. He's WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO, and the ring heavyweight title champion.
And what's his brother? Does he have anything?
He's his brother. He's a boxer too.
I know, but I know.
I
there
know.
was
I'm
a
just saying. But
there was a rumor going around that they would never fight each other.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But I mean, I feel it'd be fun. I have a brother.
Oh
and
yeah,
I think it'd be so fun to box him.
Oh yeah, I have 5 brothers. I trust me. I boxed it almost all of them.
Especially
I've had 3
for
on
all
my back
all
at
that
once.
money. That's such a stupid rule.
I never thought I'd see a white heavyweight champion for 10 years. Which, are they Russian?
He's
too,
white.
right?
He doesn't count.
Doesn't count?
I mean, sorry, I mean he's Russian.
He doesn't count.
When you're foreign, it doesn't
Thank
count.
you.
That's like saying it's like saying Dirk Nowitzki's the best like white player. It doesn't count. When you're foreign, it doesn't count.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know there were all these rules.
No, actually, I don't think the other guy boxes anymore. The other Klitschko.
He doesn't box anymore.
Yeah, he's actually the mayor
Of where?
in Ukraine.
Oh my
It's the
god.
mayor of Ukraine.
So no, I don't think he's boxing anymore.
Yeah.
I think that fight has come and gone.
So the Vlad is the man.
He hasn't fought since 2012.
He hasn't fought anybody. Who did he beat? He beat the French dude, right? What was his name?
Who?
Klitschko. Who did he beat?
Which one? The good one?
Yeah, the good one. He beat.
He beat somebody of stature. I know that he had his first title. I think it might have been his first or second title defense.
Who's the guy with the long hair? He had the dreads. That boxer.
The London guy.
Yeah, London dude.
Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis. That's who he beat.
Did you call him French first?
Well, I don't know what he was. He was foreign. I don't know. He was. Oh, I don't consider him black because he wasn't from this country.
No, that's not true.
No, okay.
Oh,
that's the exception to the rule there. Yeah,
because black guys are allowed to have English accents.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, get your rules straight, Cashy.
Did he ever fight Lennox Lewis? I'm looking through his record.
I thought he did.
I'm trying to think he had to beat somebody decent back then, 10 years ago.
He beat Bird for the title.
Yeah, remember?
Then he beat nobody really. Francois Botha.
Maybe that's the French guy who was thinking about. Is he black?
No, he's not.
Black too? Oh, all right.
I remember Tyson beat him up. I remember that. Literally nobody. I seen
just beat
Rockman.
anyone.
I mean,
Rockman.
he's beating nobody.
That's
easy for me to say.
That's incredible. Well, no, you're right. When you look at the heavyweight, division of
Boring.
boxing.
So you wouldn't buy pay-per-views when it's Klitschko's fighting Alexander Podvenkin, Alexei Lapele, Mirosis Watch. You don't want to watch these?
I gotta know.
You don't want to watch these?
First, I gotta know about it to watch it, right?
Jean-Marc
That's what's key,
Mormac.
right?
How about Samuel Peter and David? I mean, these are the guys you want to watch, right?
Oh, the Pete man. Oh, yeah, I remember Samuel Peters. Yeah,
Yeah,
great left.
This is why boxing is, again, not a sport.
I'll sound like. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
So you're taking Pacquiao.
I'm not taking anybody. I'm going to a party next week at somebody's house who's buying the pay. I guess it's pay-per-view, so he's buying the pay-per-view all pack, and I'm going.
Put 100 down on him for.
Yeah, I'm going out there to party, have a good time. I couldn't care less about the fight.
I'll take him.
I'll be going to Chickies Parks for this one.
Is that where you go for that
Yeah,
one?
that's where I'm
Yeah, big deal going on
Big
over there.
deal.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah.
Big D told me to come.
I didn't get invited to that. What happened to me, man? You
got a party.
King. Well, I would, maybe I'd go on that one.
Then come to
instead.
Parks.
I will. What, you inviting me?
Yes, I'm inviting you.
Okay, there it is. You got the chef there too.
The chef can come.
I was
You wanna
already
go?
going. He already told me.
going?
About
I told him
it.
like 2 weeks ago.
I see what's going on.
He pays attention.
Yeah,
The chef pays attention when he tells
the
me.
freaking Goombah coup going on down
He
here.
flat out told me, don't tell Cashy.
Is that right? Oh, okay. All right, that's cool.
Well, you told me you had plans and you didn't invite me.
You know what? I might not go anywhere. I might just stay home as usual. I'll watch it on my big screen here, right from the studio. And do my own.
With your Darth Vader mask.
That's right. All right, so let me review on my earnings here.
Because I forget what the hell you picked.
Yeah, last week 2-1-1. You made a couple bucks. It wasn't terrific, but that depends on how much you wager. Like St. Louis, who's now losing to the Phillies now in the 8th inning. After all that, can you believe it? Make me sick.
Phillies are winning?
Yeah, Phillies are winning 3-1 right
Good for
now. That
us.
makes me ill. Not for me. Anyway, I like St. Louis tomorrow. St. Louis over the Phillies. Actually, I like the total in this game and St. Louis on the side total. I don't like the game at all. I don't care who wins it. I just want the runs to be scored. Arizona, Colorado. I like that one too as far as Arizona on the side total, 4.5, 4. And we want to see Pacquiao beat the living crap out of whoever gets in the ring with him. Doesn't really matter at this point. And that's our picks. It is brought to you by AutomagicCarCare.com. 215-322-2561. Shine your car up like no other man and make it look easy. All right.
Since they're going to skip by me again, like you did last week.
Oh yeah,
I did, Mary. If you do it, I did.
You know what? I apologize because quite frankly, I'm the guy that gives out the plate, so I don't forget that you have your own pick.
I just throw out one. I'm trying to throw out winners.
Be my guest. What did you win last week? That's
yes, I did win last week. That's why. Trust me, if I didn't win last week, I would not have interrupted you. I would have let you go and forget it happened.
I see how you work.
But I did win. I told you the Spurs will not go down 0-2. They went down in game 2 in LA and they won. They were dogs and they covered and they won outright. So you're welcome.
What's that? That 2-2, right?
It's 2-2. Yeah.
2-2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. Well,
because Spurs won game 3, and then Clippers came back, won game 4. So I do have a play for tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to a team I took a couple weeks ago and got a win for you guys. It's the Padres with my boy Tyson Ross again on the hill. They're at home against the Astros, the first place Astros. Pitching for the Astros. Good Roberto Hernandez. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Former Philly great.
Another Philly great, yeah.
Another Philly great. So take the Astros tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's what you like.
Oh, no, sorry. Don't do the Astros.
Right. You go against
the Astros.
Go against the extra Phils on the mound.
Take the Padres. Yeah, it's real anti-ex-Philly here.
That's right. It's
Dante's right. Once you leave, we hate you.
Yeah, that's what we call the edge. We have an edge when we know there's a Philly on the mound for another team. Because
we saw firsthand how not good they were.
Yeah, most part. All right, B, you have a pick? Why everybody's throwing out games here?
Yeah, no. I don't say too many plays.
He actually had nice. He liked the Capitals. Oh, they just finished up. Sorry. He's always throwing out those plays out. Oh, they're in the third period, Brendan. You can't take this one.
Yeah, I don't have anything this week.
That's all right. That's cool. I do have something this week. It's called a batting average of 361.
Oh, God.
361. Who's batting 361 in Major League Baseball right now and making it look easy? Freddie G. And how the Candyman hasn't called up bloviating about this right now, I don't know. After 2 games in a row they win, which they might win 3 in a row tonight, it looks like. If Philly started winning 3 in a row, it might be World Series time. We have to call those Mets fans. Freddie Gallups bound 361 with this rattling lineup. And he actually is hitting the ball a lot better. He looks better up there ever since I started focusing on him the last couple weeks. And
I was ready for this.
He's got the new bat, he's got the Howard bat, and even Howard himself, he's not striking out anymore. He's hitting fly balls, opposite field. At least he's hitting the ball in there.
Is he drinking the same shit that Freddie's drinking? Because they're both going to have to pee in a cup.
Well, Howard's not peeing in no cup for any reason soon. That's for sure. He doesn't qualify. The fly balls don't get you peeing in a cup. Freddie's not hitting home runs. He's not hitting power shots.
It doesn't matter.
Why?
Because he's never had a batting average over like 234 or something, or 235 ever.
But here's the thing. If you watch the hits that he's getting, and let's not talk about it's not like he's pounding the ball. He's hitting spots. He's hitting spots, and if he's getting base hits, he's getting liners right over shortstop and second. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's ripping the ball off the fence.
Yeah, but you don't have to. PEDs don't have to be like that. They don't have to be like muscle.
I know. It gets you back. I know.
It improves your hand-eye coordination. Hey, look, he wasn't tearing the fucking cover off the ball when he tested positive before either.
Here's the other thing, too. Why does
still in a system? That's why he's mashing right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's the thing: you don't have just because you're getting better at the game when you start it doesn't mean you have to be on something. I mean, Gallups is in his 5th year of baseball. Okay, I think pretty much his 4th full year of baseball. Okay,
I believe he plays long. He played longer than that in his life.
I mean, for the Phillies. I mean,
okay,
Phillies, from the Phillies. Yeah, actually,
professional.
So what I'm saying
since 2012.
Listen, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just because he's getting better and maybe he's learning more doesn't mean that he has to be on drugs to do it. I mean, what happened to the day when a player came up?
I don't think anybody's accusing him of being on drugs.
He just did.
I think he was joking. I hope you're joking.
Okay, look,
he's not good enough to be on drugs.
Okay, you go from 230 to 260, 270, and that's an improvement. You put 100 on your batting average.
It's not a season total though. This is only
because like we just said about the Mets, it's only 20 games in.
No way. That's not even beef worthy, man. That's because he's playing well and hitting the ball doesn't mean he's on drugs. I mean, on whatever. You got it. It's
all it takes is a couple 2 for 4s.
I'm only saying it.
The problem with sports now is when a guy improves himself or has a good run, everybody thinks he's on something anymore.
No, I only said that because there's a history of it.
Well, yeah, because
I
don't.
I'm not going to accuse. Somebody coming up. I'm not going to sit there and accuse Cody Ash. If Cody Ash goes 100, improves his batting average by 100, I'm not going to go. Oh, he's doing. No, I'm not. You know why? Because he was never caught and suspended before.
It's got a point.
Yeah, but
okay,
you know
when
what?
there's smoke, there's fire.
No. When Freddie Galvis, there's no way he
Or
does
at least
this
a
again.
little smoldering.
The way he plays, the way he's been the last few years, there's no way this guy's chancing this a second time to get thrown out of the league.
Oh yeah, because
what?
Because so many players learn their lesson after the first one. How many players have been suspended multiple times
recently?
And go back 5 years.
Well, recently,
that's
you can't
within the
name
last
one.
5 years.
You can't name one.
I don't know any.
Yeah, I don't know any. Nobody's getting multiple because once they got.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't Braun get caught and then it got messed up and then he get caught again?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
No, he just
got caught once.
He just lied about it. That's
Yeah,
all.
They lied about it.
That's
Okay, and they investigated it and somebody mishandled something and then
Yeah, but that's
and then the following year didn't he get caught again?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I think he got suspended for that. Was all part of the same thing.
It got thrown
Okay,
out.
but you're bringing out one guy and one guy who's already proved that he can play. He's not like he was banned and
then
started
the
playing
second
well.
reason, like they don't always do they even have to tell you anymore in that part of the deal?
Well, what's the point then? If we're not going to know about it, who the hell
No,
cares?
I mean they don't. Wow, God.
I mean, really, if we don't know about it, what's the difference? You can't make the point if we don't know it's a second offense for him. What I'm saying is this: is if we have a player who's improving. He got a different bat, different stance. Somebody's got Schmidt in his ear a lot now lately, and he's trying to make himself better. Now that he's gotten a little better, now he must be on something. You can't do that in sports. You keep doing that in sports, it's just forget anybody getting good. Unless you come out great. As kids,
I think Ken Giles is juicing. He's playing too good.
There you go. Maybe maybe he's juicing too. Maybe they're all juicing. Maybe who gives a shit? The whole damn thing is all.
I only said it because of the history, and I told you that. It's opinion. Do I suspect it? Half jokingly.
Nah.
Half jokingly. Yeah. Is it make a good beef? Yeah, it does. It makes a good.
Here's
beef.
why it doesn't make a good beef. Because
For me,
why he was on the shit? He was playing shitty. When he was caught with this stuff, he wasn't playing well. Couldn't hit the ball. Couldn't do nothing at the plate. Now he's doing something, so that means he must be on it. It's the reverse. This guy did the PEDs and it screwed him up. Did he break his back too? He had a bone in his neck that was messed up too, I think. That was part of what it was chaos.
Ask Candyman, he'll know.
It's Caveman.
So that's
Candyman.
No, he ain't calling in today.
He'll know. He'll
He's
know
got nothing but the Freddie Galvis love.
He'll know. He'll know his life story.
Once he knew we weren't on at 9 o'clock, he went to bed. Okay.
Look, okay. And just to prove my point, like I'm going to say you have 200 something at bats. That's pretty much it. How many bats he had in the 4 seasons previous? Right around 200. He's already at 66. So in a month,
plenty of time to drag that back down to 230.
In a month, we'll see. When he gets to 200, I'll take a look again.
Obviously, it's too early to talk about anything like this.
Yeah, really.
Like I said, we're 20 games in.
I'm just suspicions.
Literally, being 20 games into
He's trying to make a beef here.
It's like being.
I think. All right, I'm just going to stand by it. That's all.
Like I said, I mean, look, there's 162 games in baseball. Yeah. Just we're 20 games in, so this is literally like being 2 games in the NFL season. We're talking about the best team in the league. Oh, we're the best team in the league because we're 2-0.
To me, the best team in the league is the one who's earning for Cashy the King. That's the best team in the league right now. It's the Kansas City Royals, bar none. That's it. Because I won't bet on the Mets because I know that's going downhill eventually. That's a Fugazi over there. I'm Cashy King. I have my chef to left, Brendan B. Mikey Wall over here. It's 10:30. I'm losing my voice. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Hi, Cashy King from Sports Goombahs. Listen, shop 344tees.com for your favorite men's, women's, kids apparel. T-shirts, hoodies, sweats, and more. With every name brand available. My man Larry Gilman will take care of all your printing and embroidery needs. Whether it's for business, sports, organizations, or maybe you're just opening up a pizzeria. 344tees.com will get it done. Call now, 844-542-2774. That's 844-542-2774. Their customer apparel marketing team are available not just to only give you the product you need, but give you the support and custom service that best matches your goal and budgets. Call 844-542-2774. That's 344tees.com.
BZI Group Inc. for your individual and small group health insurance needs. BZI offers free instant online insurance quotes and applications from major health insurance carriers. The BZI Group is dedicated to a no-nonsense approach to health insurance. They focus on giving you the insurance you need in a timely and cooperative manner. Whether you're looking for individual and family, group, seniors, life, or long-term coverage, BZI can help. For additional information or to speak with an insurance expert, call 1-800-431-4834 or email them at www.bzigroup.com.
Stop paying your bookie each week and start collecting. They have the best handicappers in the world, all in one place. And their only job is to win you money. Check Jeff Brandy's and all the experts at trendbetting.com. Trend betting theory is simple. Trends dominate in sports, and you will win in the long run by following the dominant trend. You will lose in the long run if you buck the dominant trend. Simple enough. That's trendbetting.com.
When you need a good roof over your head, call Seal Roofing. They've been keeping folks warm and dry for many years now and are proud of their work. Seal Roofing and Contracting does it all, whether you need simple repairs before the next big rainy season or a whole new roof. Maybe you need new siding or windows. You can be certain that when you hire Seal Roofing, you're hiring the best. Available 7 days a week with 24-hour emergency service and free estimates. Call 215-533-4066. That's 215-533-4066 or visit sealroofing.net.
Hey, yo, Cassie, what are you doing?
I got plumbing problems here. I can't get the water to go down the drain. What am I going to do?
Call Guaranteed Plumbing, 215-342-7200 for all your plumbing needs. Serving the Philadelphia area and the greater Delaware Valley.
What was that phone number again?
215-342-7200.
Oh, hey, yeah, oh. Sports Goombahs, Kashi King here. The chef is to the left. Like he's over there. He's over there. And this is the official Bruce Gender station. What the heck is going on with this?
I hated that so much.
I don't know. I don't even know if I have a thought. Tell you the truth. I don't know. I just, he got bored. He got bored of being a Kardashian. Figured he got to do something on his own. Keep himself in the limelight. He went to extremes here.
Apparently, this is years in the making.
Yeah, the Bruce Jenner hotline. You know what's funny is he did the interview. And, I'm watching the interview a little bit. And not that it's not that I give a care. It's just to me it's I don't know if it's interesting or it's so freaking weird, creepy. I don't know how to put it. And then after watching, I realized this clown. He's got a show coming up. So instead of talking about what he is and how he wants to get it out there for people who have the same situation, it was all about bolstering his new show coming up on TV. I don't know if it's a reality show or something like that. He's got like it's a reality show with Bruce Jenner. That's what it was all about. And I looked to it and I said, this guy that couldn't give a crap about whatever. He's doing his thing and he's going to make a whole lot of dough doing it.
I don't. See, I'm torn on it. You can be whatever you want and like whatever you want. That's fine. I have no problem with it. It's none of my business, though. It's none of my
your business.
I don't want. I don't want people to know what I do. Sometimes, like when you go out for a drink, you don't go out and drink where you work. You don't want people getting up in your own business.
Right.
I love going out to eat. I don't eat at the restaurant I work in because it's too many people get your own business. You get in your business. I don't need that. Why I don't understand why. I mean,
I know what you're saying.
Why does he feel the need to have to justify it? It's none of our business.
Why does Diane Sawyer feel the need to have to interview him?
I don't. If you're going to sit there and judge him, then shame on you. That's your problem. But why you want to? Why you? To me, it took that moment and it kind of cheapened it a little bit and And in other words, you just gave all the other morons out there in the world, like sort of like ammunition, so to speak, to make fun of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you just said. It's brought out. He thinks it's like he's trying to be this champion of what do they call it? Transgender. Okay, he's trying to be the man. He wants to show the man, the woman, whatever, that he's the forefront of for other people. In the meantime, all he's doing is promoting his show coming up. That's what he was doing. That's what I saw. I
would rather him promote his show.
But that's what he was doing.
I'd rather him promote a show than talk about being.
No, but he was trying. But no, the whole idea of the interview was, what I thought was to be, about what he's going through. When it came out to me to be all about promotion and not by. He couldn't care less about anybody else and their problem. He's about him and what he's doing. But he came out there like he has a concern for others in the same situation, which was total bullshit in my eyes. That's it. That's what I'm saying about it. And that's about it. All I have to say about that.
I think the less we say about it, the better.
Crazy freaking world.
That's what ended up getting ourselves in trouble because
how can we get in trouble?
I just don't get. I don't get it. I don't.
Wait,
get
how can we get in trouble here?
I don't get any part about it. I don't get it.
Well, yeah, no trouble here.
But
man.
He's not gay though. He says
he can't be gay.
He can be.
But he can't. No, he's not gay. That's not. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
So he still wants to date girls.
It left me all confused.
Just as a girl. Why does that make sense? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know that. Is that it? I must have blinked on that one.
Well, he said he's not gay. So if you're not gay, you like girls, right? Is that what?
I think he said
the rule?
He doesn't want to put a label on. He doesn't see that far down the line.
He's both.
I just don't get it. This is what I mean. I don't get it.
He's going to wait for the show to come on and tell us.
You're more like. I wasn't. There's going to be people out there who are going to be like offended and think it's foul, disgusting, whatever. To me, I watched it. I was more confused after watching it than I was before.
I didn't watch it, and in hindsight, I kind of wish I did because it sounds amazing. I mean, not in a good way. It's just kind of like a train wreck. His whole life's. I mean, the whole family's a train wreck.
They're a cash cow train wreck. I'll tell you that much.
Cash cow train wreck.
They're burning the whole city in Baltimore. Look at them. They're twerking everything over there. Unbelievable, man. It's like this. How stupid are people? I mean, there's other ways of doing stuff than like this. It's ridiculous, man. I can't.
There's more things I don't get.
The last thing Baltimore needs, they got enough problems. They don't need to be burning that. Well, maybe they need to burn down the town. You know what I mean?
Start over.
Start over. Yeah, could be ridiculous.
I mean, am I crazy to say that I couldn't picture this happening in Philadelphia? I don't think it was happening.
It's a good chance that we get under control faster. I think. I don't know. Baltimore's got problems. They have their.
I think the first problem was what did I just say? The mayor said, "Give them space."
Give them space.
Give the protesters
space.
Air quotes protesters.
The looters.
Space.
The looters.
Yeah, give them some. Point out
for what?
Tell you, look, just go to the Walmart and tear that place apart.
They are.
Leave the CVS alone. No, we're going to torque the CVS.
I don't see anything protesting going on in any videos I've seen. All I see them throwing bricks through windows and some guy had a 2x4. I mean, really? A 2x4?
Yeah.
Where do you oh, look, a 2x4 on the side of the road.
You don't just see those laying around.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, they must have stopped at Walmart or the Home Depot first. Let's loot the Home Depot. That way you can get all the 2x4s and crowbars and bash windows.
Then we'll go loot Dick's, take all the baseball bats. That way we have more things to break shit with. Again, I don't get it. I don't know what goes on in some people's heads. Guys pretending they're girls and people looting over fake, things are outraged. You're not outraged about it. You really don't care.
You just want a free TV.
Exactly. That's all. You really don't care. What do you care that some guy died? I mean, you don't really care that deeply. You just you're going with the crowd. You wouldn't lead this charge. You're just doing it because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
The best part is all the social media that's happening. That's the only reason why it's happening anymore. Because you can put it out there. But in the same aspect, shouldn't we be able to freeze the technology, freeze some of these pictures, run some facial recognition like I see on like Criminal Minds and all these CSI shows?
Still got arrested, yeah.
And arrest the people. And then we'll have another riot because they were just expressing their feelings.
I saw a video. A girl was smashing something. So the cops grabbed her and they arrested her. And meanwhile, all the guys start screaming, "Yo, what you doing?
Right.
You can't touch. That's a girl, dog.
Yeah.
That's a girl." I'm like, "So what?" She's like, "You're immune from her being arrested because you're a girl."
Yeah.
Why are you grabbing her?
Yeah.
Because she's arrested.
Yeah. Right.
That's what happens. You get grabbed and thrown to the ground and cuffed. That's what happens.
Let's be careful how we remember. Let's be the police are the police. You need them. Okay.
They're the worst.
Yeah. Well,
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
You hate them until you need them.
Right.
Because when I see the same people, if your house if I broke into your house right now, you'd probably call the police. Right.
There's got to be there's a way to do this stuff, and like I said, Baltimore doesn't look like it's an adult type thing here. It looks like the kids are running the show down.
A lot of young people.
A lot of young kids who who are running around doing whatever. It's a free for all because they know they can probably
they probably saw it on a cool hashtag somewhere and decided to go do it.
That's it, and that's exactly.
They're the
what
most uninformed. I feel so sad.
Yep.
I feel sad for like the future of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Off these people that I see, I'm like, man, you are something special.
Yeah. Yep.
You really are something special.
It's the truth, man. It's I worry about that. So anyway, on a happier note, it's we have a happier note. Can't believe Bruce Jenner is not a happier note.
It's not.
They could go from Bruce Jenner to riots.
It's a gay note, but it's the good. It's a happy gay, right?
Yeah, something like that. I guess. I'm not sure. B, got anything?
I think we need to get to the wall report and have bring back. It was getting a little down there for a second.
Well,
let's get back to the wall report.
We're not talking about anything that isn't relevant.
Yeah,
I know. It's just it's saddening. That's all.
It's not. You know what?
We're not digging up Ray Rice stories.
Listen, just because we're the sports Goombahs doesn't mean that everything we talk about has to be sports related. It's just not the way it goes. You know what I mean? Because every now and then we have to go off subject. Keeps us fresh. Keeps people listening.
Things are happening.
Things are happening around us, and when they happen, we got to report it because we're like the news. But then sometimes we just have to change directions. Stop paying your booking each week and start collecting. They have the best handicappers in the world. All in one place. Learning job. Yeah, Mikey the Wall's back with the Wall Report.
Here we are, folks.
There it is.
Reason to tune in today.
Yeah.
I mean, as we were talking about earlier, nothing crazy happened. I don't have anything crazy for you, but I have some stuff. Let's lead off with some UFC news. Not in a good way. UFC light heavyweight champion John Jones. He's an arrest warrant is now issued for him for a hit and run. He hit somebody in his truck and he ran. They got it. He's been pointed out. There's videos, I think, but yeah, he's legit. Like there was warrants out for him, and he got arrested. So he's had a rough couple months between doing cocaine, rehab. Now this.
The price of fame.
He's supposed to main event the next pay per view. That's looking like it's gonna get pulled.
Yeah.
We're not sure though.
Dana White will whack him from that crew. Yep.
Here we go. Speaking of people having rough years, Josh Hamilton again just got shipped off, traded to the Rangers.
Back where you started from.
You know what they got in return? Nothing.
Player to be named later
Nothing.
or dollars.
They bought back the contract.
Nothing. That's it.
They
got nothing back.
I thought it was for a player to be named later or cash.
Nope.
The Rangers have to pay like $6 million of his salary, of his $87 million.
Weren't they already
salary.
paying some of that already in the original deal?
No, he signed as a free agent.
Was that a free agent? Yeah, I thought they were okay.
So I mean,
poor Josh Hamilton, man.
What a fall from grace.
Yeah, up and down. Ever since like that situation with that guy that got killed, he was kind of like ever since then it kind of went backwards for him.
Yeah, he's had a rough go of it as of late.
Yeah, well.
WNBA star Brittany Griner and her fiance were both arrested for domestic assault over the weekend.
Nice.
They both got arrested. Like for assaulting each other. At that point, it just kind of cancels out. They are still getting married, though. They're getting married next week. So they reconcile.
Is that domestic thing or not?
It's like
it's domestic. Yeah.
It's like a hockey pen, like 5-minute major for fighting. Spend some time in a box. All right, they come out.
But I mean, you'll be happy to know, Cashy, that they did post a picture on Instagram saying we're happy together. It's okay.
Sure. What's a couple smacks here and there?
And by the way, her fiance is a girl. In case you're wondering. I don't know if you knew that or not. Brittany Griner's a lesbian. You know Brittany Griner?
I didn't know that. Wait a second. Whoa, I'm confused.
Do you know
here.
Brittany Griner?
I knew she's a player.
Yeah, she's a big 6'6" center. She dominated Baylor.
Oh, that makes more sense now. They slap each other around.
Yeah.
That's okay then, man.
See, I try to bring up if it was guy and girl.
That's okay then.
I'm so uninformed.
Yeah, it's girl. It was girl on girl action.
Yeah, girl on girl. That's good. That's cat fights.
You ever see Brittany Griner? It's not a cat. It's like a panther fight. It's not a cat fight.
Whatever. It's gonna be good.
I don't know if I don't know whether to call him former kicker or not. I don't know if he's still playing. But Jay Feely, he called out Tebow in an interview. He said Tebow is the single worst quarterback I've ever seen in my career.
I heard that. Yep.
So in return, though, in retaliation, Colts punter. I don't know what kind of affiliation he has with Tebow. He tweets out Tim Tebow's prayer tonight. Lord, thank you for everything. I pray tomorrow I wake up and you tell me who the hell Jay Feely is. So Pat McAfee's a big Tebow guy, apparently.
Here we go.
So. If not, it's a good day. Either way.
Freaking Tebow wars.
Exactly. I mean, who's coming? It's a kicker coming at him and a punter defending him. Those aren't even like real football players. RG3 asked Tom Brady for quarterback advice recently because he's not a good quarterback. Brady declined. Brady said no thanks. He said maybe after I retire. So he declined. He asked for advice, and Brady said no, I'm good. Basically, in a nice way, he said no, I'm fine.
What was he going to?
But he got another deal though.
What was he expecting to get out of Brady?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking to myself, how
to be a good quarterback?
Yeah, but they're two different types anyway, and it's.
Yeah, well, he's already good at the one type of running. He wants to know how to throw the ball.
So what do you think? Brady's going to take him under? Come on out to the house. I'll show you how to throw football.
Brady's kind of like, yeah, man. I'm still playing. I'm not.
I got a wife and kids, and got things to do.
Said, I might have to play you, so it's probably a conflict of interest.
RG3's reaching.
He's desperate.
Yeah, he's desperate.
Well, they can't be too desperate. They just signed him for another year extension.
They're desperate.
He's getting $60 million.
60?
16.
That's a big. That's a big.
16.
That's a big mistake, man. He's not a player anymore.
C3PO.
People complain about 13 for Bradford.
Yeah, well, at least RG3 can walk.
I let him. Can he though? It's the same thing.
I saw him walk one foot in front of the other.
He's had 3 torn ACLs, I think.
Yeah, well, what's with the ACLs? Evidently, getting ACL tearings is valuable in the NFL.
It's not as devastating as it used to be.
Evidently not, because you get one, you get more money and another contract. So
another $3 million.
Yeah,
there you go.
Back on the Joe, Bo.
Jake Olson. He's a kid. He was profiled by College Game Day a couple years ago. He was a big Pete Carroll, and he's blind. For record, he's blind. Pete Carroll made him an honorary USC member. He didn't play high school football. He was a long snapper. He's actually walking on to the USC football team, and Sarkisian says he will play this year.
No way.
Blind long snapper.
Blind long.
I did see something before about this.
Yeah, a couple years ago. I think they said it 2012 or 13. But now he played football as a long snapper in high school, and he's pretty good. He's walking on. And Sarkisian said he will play.
My question is, after he snaps the ball,
just put your hands out. It's a long snap. You don't have to do much.
Well, long snapper's got to defend from a defender coming.
Yeah, you
through,
just gotta put your hands up.
Well, that's kind of like, what defender's gonna be like. All right, my man.
All you have to do is not move.
Yeah, he plays in high school, so he's obviously it's not like he's gonna show up.
I guess he's using his second sense.
Day.
He can smell better,
Possibly.
get the grunts and the stuff like that, and the movement coming next year. I like to see that happen.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, blind football players.
There you go.
It's different, man. It's changing the game.
They had a deaf one. I don't remember the Titan. I don't remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Replacements. Yeah.
Wait, one of the Eagles was deaf one year. Remember, one of the offensive linemen. Who was that back in the day?
I don't remember.
No, the front office is just tone deaf. It's a big difference.
No, that's right.
Mexico, the country, is playing the.
Is there anything else?
Well,
the city.
Yeah, but it could be random.
Mexico City.
All right, B. You know what I'm saying.
But anyway,
I'm just helping them out, man.
If you want to watch a fight for free this weekend, go to Mexico. Mexico is showing the Mayweather Pacquiao fight free on television, just on the regular TV.
Hey, listen. Speaking of Mayweather, didn't he have some domestic violence stuff going on with him?
Yeah, for the last 10 years.
Yeah, how come he gets away with that?
Because he's Mayweather.
Okay, just so I make that clear here.
Did you see that interview?
How many times How many times has he been hit with it?
Probably a few.
I think he pled guilty twice.
He must not be.
And should it be worse because he is a boxer?
Yeah,
that should be worse.
Should be something because using his hands. Yeah. There should be something illegal against that.
What if he wasn't using his hands?
Maybe he's just kicking.
What is the kicker?
He beat him with his nuts.
What if he kicked her? Headbutt, I don't know.
He nutted her.
Well, I think it's funny. Like he got interviewed very recently. Well, what about this? What about you? What do you say to Jamal? He's like, what I say is the only fight to tune into is the one May 2nd. I'm like, no, he didn't. I'm like, it's reason just to hate him right there. Yeah. Like, did you just say use your own domestic violence fight?
It's a good segue
to go into your
It's almost
$1 million
yeah,
fight.
right.
almost as good as Cash segue earlier
Almost.
on the surveillance.
I'm going to survey a couple of plays.
Former Cy Young winner and Cardinals pitcher Adam Wainwright tore his Achilles out for the year.
Saw that yesterday.
Did it while batting. Another reason why there should be DHs in both leagues, Brandon.
Oh, okay. I heard the fight about that. They talked about that a lot today about the DH.
Should be universal.
Why?
He could do the same exact thing pitching.
Well, maybe the pitcher should.
Well, he could, but he didn't do it then.
Maybe the pitcher should learn how to bat instead of
They have
getting rid
too
of-
much on their mind.
He did know how to bat.
They play once every 4 games.
He tore it
5
running.
games.
5 games.
Maybe once every 5
Yeah, but
days.
he wouldn't have been there if he wasn't a pitcher.
How many at-bats a season? 40?
No,
It's-
way more than that.
Why
40?
you're changing?
If you
40, 10 starts?
If you
Oh,
get-
okay,
if you
maybe
get-
20 starts.
You get 33 starts.
Third.
Wait a second. Does history tell us that the pitchers are getting injured at the plate?
No, but it happened. It only takes one time for people. It's a reactionary.
Yeah, but
world.
here's the thing. He didn't get it swinging the bat.
They wait till something
he
happens
got
to
it.
change it.
He got it running.
And
So-
he wouldn't have been running if it's a DH.
He would have been running if he's playing him out and he has to field the ball.
That's completely different. It was a different
the same
scenario. He was
freaking
running
thing,
bases.
though.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, my
He's
God.
running bases. That's like
He
saying
didn't even run bases. All he did, it was very
Pitch-
similar to
pitchers are
Howard.
becoming
One, they're babying him.
Pitchers are worse than field goal kickers, man. It's enough with the baby and the pitchers. They don't have to pitch 5 innings anymore. They don't
It's
have
not
to
true.
bat. These
if
guys,
you go and pitch 5 innings, you're not going to make it.
listen, these guys play once a week, and during that once a week, they play about 15 minutes.
Brendan,
actual movement.
It'd be like if I told you to do something that you didn't want to do, that you shouldn't be doing, and you did it and got hurt. And I said, well, he was walking when it happened. So,
Shouldn't have been doing it.
technically, he was just
Should have
walking.
been doing it. He's a baseball player. You got to swing the bat. It's part of the game.
Not
You start
in the American
changing
League,
the
it's
game.
not.
He's not
Yeah,
in
American
the American
League. That's why they
League.
call it the junior
Exactly.
circuit. That's where people go to pasteurize in the American League.
What is he? What is he, fermenting milk?
Homogenize,
Pasteurize.
whatever.
The best team in the league, according to you, in the American League.
I think
Yeah,
you
but
mean
you know
something
what?
about the
And
pasture.
that's the exception to the rule because you look at that team, the badass pitchers they're fighting guys, they're beating people up, man. That's not an American League team. That's a crew. That's a baseball crew out there in Kansas City.
Anyway,
They're thug ball out there, man.
speaking of the game we just watched finish up, I don't know if you guys saw this. The New York NBC affiliate was hopeful for the Islanders to win tonight.
How disappointing
or
is that, man?
to make it game 8. Did you see that?
Who said
They're-
that? No.
It's an NBC affiliate, New York NBC affiliate.
Yeah.
They're hopeful for game 8 in the Islanders Washington series. Not just like somebody said it passingly on air because they're stupid. They had a full graphic about it. You can see on the bottom of the screen.
That's impossible.
Game 8 in Nassau, question mark or something like that.
Wait, that gets past everybody and gets
It
on
got
the
past
screen?
everybody, yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's not. Yeah, you can't do that.
I'll show you that one later. Adrian Beltre of the, I think it's the Rangers. I don't even know.
Rangers.
He went over 3 with 3 broken bats against the Angels. Garrett Atkins of the day. So he sent Garrett Atkins an invoice for 3 new bats.
Yeah.
He's charging him. He said you have to buy me 3 new bats. I mean, he's
Let
obviously joking.
me tell you
but
something about the broken bats. It's happening more than ever now in baseball, and I think it's because the handles are extra thin now. They
want the bats to be lighter with the same
Yeah.
thick head, and the pitches are spinning more than now.
They're
They're
drilling,
throwing
right?
harder.
Yep.
That's what happens. But ESPN 2 aired a video game tournament. I don't know if it was yesterday or
Yeah, I heard
today.
about that.
Heroes of the Storm.
Unbelievable, man.
No one really knows why. But
Athletic.
we're at the point now where ESPN 2 is airing video games.
What's the difference? They had poker games, the same thing.
That's not the same thing.
What? There's no what? At least with the video games, you got to move a finger. You got to have a good finger. You know, if you're not quick on your finger, you go. Poker is just
You
know.
can move your hand.
Yeah, you
for
gotta
chips.
Move, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but at least in poker, you're watching actual people. Like video games, you're watching a bunch of gamer tags underneath players running around and
ESPN will
fighting
show anything.
dragons
ESPN will show anything that has a money value to it and a competition. They're not a sports channel. It's a game show channel.
Talks are heating up about Cristiano Ronaldo joining the MLS in 2018. Cashy, would that make you care at all about soccer?
No.
No, not even.
I don't know who he is.
You don't know who he is?
Listen, you can't use your hands. It ain't a sport.
He's the biggest. He's the biggest soccer.
Yeah, I
superstar
remember
in the
when
world.
I remember Beckham was the biggest guy, and he came to the United States. He didn't do shit for soccer either.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, what did he do? He danced around.
Okay,
He wore
he did do
t-shirts.
something.
What did he do?
But hold up, they did get more people.
What are they at today?
The MLS averages more fans than the major league or the NBA on average, and I think they're creeping up on like half the major league teams.
They're creeping up. Well, they're creeping up on
what
Union.
cities?
What Union has
All
a solid fan base? Yeah,
they average like 15,000 per game. It's obviously a real thing. You feel to acknowledge
it's close to hockey stadiums, whatever it is.
The Seattle team, because they play in the
Here's the
Seahawks,
deal.
they average like 35,000.
Here's the deal. You can't get the action on it. So the people that showed up in that stadium, that's it. Outside of the people that show up for the games, there's nothing out there.
People watch it.
They do. You're wrong. You know you're wrong.
No,
I'm
not.
The people that watch soccer go to the game. That's their thing.
True. That's not true.
Listen, if it wasn't true, people would be watching it. They'd be betting on it.
You can bet on soccer.
Yeah, I know, but it's too hard. It's what over
it's
under
hard because you don't know it.
Under is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's not much to bet? There it is. You don't know. It's gonna be 2-1 or 1-0.
There you go. It's betting. What do you mean you can bet on anything? You can bet on WNBA games. That's worse than soccer.
Listen.
Holy crap, he's right. It's like 43,000
Yeah, Seattle
for Seattle. Yeah,
they sell thing out every game.
How many games they play? How many games a season they play?
36,
yeah,
40.
It's not. It's up there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like because
it's not. You play like once, sometimes twice a week.
Listen, soccer is what it is. I just don't enjoy the game. I never enjoyed playing it. Played it a little bit.
I mean, I watch if it's on and I have nothing else on. But if Cristiano Ronaldo came to MLS, that's game over.
Game over for what?
I'll go out of my way to watch that.
Okay.
That's just me though.
You just let me know what he's on. So I'll tune into him so I'll be more knowledgeable.
Oh, there's a comparison against other major sports.
Here we go. Let's hear the facts.
They average 19,148 people a game. It's higher than the NHL and the NBA.
And point being,
people. It's obviously not
those 19 grand. That's what's there. They all went
19 grand because it's $1 a seat. You know, of course.
Right.
$2 for you go
how
lower.
How much they paying players? How the average player in soccer? What's he get paid?
The average player. I saw this. I forget what it is. I don't know what the average makes like almost 100 grand.
I rest my case.
So what does that matter?
Because that makes her a lot. Because
that's the average player. The stars make like millions.
How many stars are there? Are there 100 stars in soccer?
No, it's not 100 stars. It's 100 players in the league, probably. Well, there is. But my point is, it's not 100 stars. There's not 100 stars in every league.
141,000 annual salary.
Average.
141,000.
There you go.
That's nothing.
How's highest paid is $4 million.
That's nothing in the sports world. $140,000.
Yeah, but that's right now.
Chicken
I
shit.
guarantee you, 5-10 years ago, it was half that. It's getting bigger. You got to get on the train.
Well, listen. By the time that train gets to the million, I'll be dead. Okay.
Get on the train, man.
Get on the train.
I don't know why this is a thing, but former Yankee center fielder Bernie Williams is retiring.
What do you mean he's retiring?
I could have swore he did that 10 years ago.
Bernie Williams got to be in his 60s.
They said he didn't. He said he never actually retired. And I'm seeing reports. I thought maybe it was just like a ceremonial type thing. It kind of is, but it really isn't. They're like, oh, they're making a big deal. It's the end of an era. That's what they're saying in New York.
What they were? He just was on. What?
He's been out of ball 12 years.
He's been out of baseball since 2006.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it's on the front page of like MLB.com. There's a Bernie Williams to retire as a Yankee. What do I lead it off with? I don't know why this is the thing. I don't know why this is news. That it's because he didn't formally sign paperwork before. Anyway, LA has approved a $1.7 billion stadium in Carson City, even when they have no teams in it like that. So LA's coming.
Yeah, they came and went.
Now, is it the Chargers or the Raiders or both?
It's a joint venture.
It's going to be both teams.
It's going to be both, yeah. And we'll finish off with the funny story here. California high school pitcher, softball girl.
Oh, yeah.
She threw a perfect game.
Yeah, that I want to hear about.
And she lost. Hey, what's your theory on that? How did you come up with anything? We told you, we gave you a preview earlier.
The only thing I can think of is something I don't know about. That they do something after 9 innings of baseball.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. So after, I think it's 9, whatever it is, but after 9 innings, they do extra.
After 7 innings, because they play 7 in softball regulation.
Yeah. So what it is after 7 innings, you start with a runner on second base. That's how the innings start. So those, yeah,
yeah,
kind of like how
like the shootout. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Like college football. You
That's
start,
awful,
you start
man.
with 25.
That's freaking awful.
So you start with
man.
the runner at second base. She threw a wild pitch. So the runner got the third catcher overthrew third base, and later came and scored. Game over.
The wild pitch is still.
She didn't allow the base runner.
Yeah,
that's it.
Wow,
perfect game lost.
I would have been sick to my stomach.
I know.
Well, there's a big asterisk next to that, man.
She also had, by the way, 23 strikeouts.
That's incredible, man.
Yes.
That's
They
freaking
said
incredible.
Only one ball went in the
only
field
one
of play.
ball went in the field of play, and she lost.
You got to give it
You
to
gotta
her.
be,
You
you gotta be
give
mad at
it-
your offense after that one. Like, really,
Yeah,
guys?
Yeah.
Really?
That's ridiculous, man. 23 strikeouts?
23 Ks.
That's unbelievable.
First
That's Wall
17 in a
Report.
row.
Yeah. That was a good wall report, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's very informative.
Always is.
Well, I am Cassidy King. This is the Sports Goombahs.
Always with top-notch stories, too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, these are just...
I'll give it to you.
Funny. I had
Nothing-
3 of the same stuff you brought up. So
Nothing
that's
Wait,
good.
wait, well, listen up.
Nothing
Listen up. Yeah. Legendary sound.
You must have paid like top dollar for that one. For
What?
that ad.
That ad?
Did you ask the Mad Men? Yes, John Hamm for that one.
Oh, yeah, you gave it to me.
Yeah,
You gave it to me on a
yeah.
discount, man. I'm gonna try to.
You probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
What the music there?
Yeah, do you know
The
what Mad
wall-
Men is?
Mad Men?
Yeah.
It's a show on TV.
All right, I didn't know.
Yeah, isn't that guy? Chris Pratt. Chris
He's
Pratt.
not- he's not in it. I wish he
Did you see
was.
him? Did you see him on Fallon?
No, I did not.
They
I
did
don't watch
they did
Fallon.
karaoke or something. He was singing some kind of he was singing
Superhero karaoke or something.
what's it called? Funk. What's it called? The
Uptown Funk.
he was doing Uptown Funk.
I
Yeah,
hate
that's
that
what he was
song.
doing. He was doing. He was,
And see, only the biggest stars go on Fallon.
he was singing it too. He was using his own words.
Of course.
Well, he didn't. Well, of course.
Because he's a superstar. That's what he does.
My nephew sings that. He's 3 years old.
Well,
And my brother keeps saying, a little more emphasis on the end, Will.
Yeah.
On the end.
Uptown Funk. I want to thank our new sponsor, Beacon Systems, Electrical, Fire, and Security. Give them a call, 215-400-1151. BZI Group Insurance, my man Brian Zim, 1-800-431-4834 at bzigroup.com. And the boys at Auto Magic Car Care, 215-322-2561. Check them out at automagiccarcare.com. And that's it, guys. Good show. And we will be back next week. And hopefully we will be talking about a Pacquiao destruction. Not a chance, huh?
And the draft.
We'll
obviously.
probably be
Yeah.
talking about a boring 12-round finish.
And our new quarterback, Mariota. Boom. End of story.
Did he say it right this time?
Yeah, Mariota.
I think he did.
Mariota, man. Mariota.
He called him Mariotti earlier. I don't know if you caught
Mariota, whatever, Shafati.
He's going to be Marcus Manicotti by
Marcus
the end of this.
Manicotti, yeah.
Manicotti.
Hey, it's a Marcus Manicotti with chip potato. We're going to have some dinner here tonight.
Chips and pasta, baby.
Sports Goombah. Cashy King, Chef Left, Mikey Walls. We'll catch you next week.